Welcome to True Crime and Wine Time. I'm Teri.
And I'm Llama.
Tonight, we are uncorking the truth behind one of the darkest crimes and breaking it down together with you.
One case, one conversation, and one or maybe two glasses of wine to take the edge off. It's time to get comfortable and double check those locks before we get started.
So let's take a sip and dive in. Good
And put
morning.
myself up. Oh my goodness. It's like my first day. Mondays always feel like a first day.
It is the first
Every time.
day
I
of the
know.
week.
I don't stream for 2 days and I'm like, I don't know how to do the things.
So welcome in, everybody. And Wendy Williams, I need to tell you, thank you for telling everybody. The wine is to your left, hard liquors to the right, coffee straight ahead, Mountain Dews are in the fridge. Everybody help yourself.
Help
I
yourself.
love the hostess with the mostest.
All the beverages and snacks. Well, hello, Wendy and Lainey. Hello. Good afternoon to you guys. There's Terry True Crimes in the chat. Oh my goodness. Hello, Mary and Buffy. So happy to have you guys here today. And Amos, who's lurking and listening. She's always lurking and listening.
She's always lurking.
So we are back today for more Taylor Parker coverage. We've got her interrogation part 2 video. We got some jail calls from her mom. And that's what we're going to listen to today. And we're probably going to wrap up covering her for a little while. We'll see. Maybe we'll cover her more in depth on our podcast or something. We'll see, because there's so much more to this case. So much more. But I can't go on more deep dives right now because we got new stuff coming up that we have to talk about constantly. But I'm very excited to watch and listen to what we have for them today, which we have not watched.
I have not, and I'm ready for the stupidity, and I'm hoping it doesn't rage me. But I've got my comfort elephant and my little monkey butt.
Oh, I love that. Oh, Wednesday. She just pissed me off all day.
Oh, I was
infuriating. This Taylor Parker with her lies and stories that don't make sense ever. So Wendy says, I don't know about you guys, but listening to those jail calls by myself, it's pretty dang boring. Plus, it makes me mad that she is so entitled. Well, I'm sure there's something to talk about in that.
I mean, I will tell you, if her jail calls are any like Shrilla's, I'm going to be so mad. Because Shrilla's, the entitlement and the audacity just.
I'll be honest, I don't know anything about her mom to like have an opinion of what she's said
remember
and done
she
since
said
all of
that
this.
her mom was doing all of that and didn't have a relationship, and now her mom is her best friend.
Yeah.
And like her ride or die. And I'm like, bitch, you were saying, and her mom's falling for it. I'm like, Mom, she is gaslighting you, honey.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what conversations they're having. But if you guys haven't yet, please do like this video. It lets everybody know that we're live. If you're new and just catching us for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and hit all. All right, because it will not send you all of the notifications for this channel. So you have to go in and also select notification all. And if you're part of the replay crew and you want to hype up this video, that would be amazing. We have gotten so many new subscribers in the last week, particularly from the Netherlands, which is fascinating. So hello, Netherlands friends who seem to be enjoying our content. Appreciate you. But yeah, if you haven't done that yet, please do. It helps our small channel like tremendously. And if you share this on social media, also replay crew, you can leave your thoughts in real time in the comments. There's no such thing as too many comments. We have lots of people that like to leave a comment in real time since they can't be here for the live chat. So,
And
and
we
we
answer
love,
them.
yeah, we love reading your guys' comments and your takes on what we're covering. So please do that as well. But you have something you want to share with everybody, don't you?
I do. So, guys, if you would like to help support us and do something fun, head on over to tcwtmedia.com.
Ah,
Go to our merch store. New coloring book was released today. It
that's
is
right.
pink but deadly. Okay, guys. And that is to support. We did our merch box this quarter was pink but deadly. So decided to share a little something with everybody. And there is a coloring book, and I've already ordered 3.
We love making coloring books. Well, Teri makes coloring books. I would love to as well, but she's made this one. She also made our True Crime and Wine Time one, which is a very, I love this one because I have it too, and it's so funny. If you want a picture of and color a picture of Llama doing the double bird, it
It's
is in that book. So
it is in that book. I will tell you, it is really weird to color a picture of yourself.
I
Really
bet.
weird. Really, really weird. But I wanna point out the cover of this coloring book for the Pink but Dudley, that is if you were a Forever Fam member, then you would have gotten the merch box for July, which was themed Pink but Deadly. We had custom playing cards made. That Pink but Deadly is the front of all of the playing cards, and then they came in a metal tin box.
Yeah, they're very cool.
And if you want to get our next merch box, you will need to become a member at the Forever Fam level by July 30th because you have to be for July, August, and September. You will get the merch box in October. And the boxes always retail for more than what you pay in membership fees. And they're a lot of fun and they're a surprise.
I love it. I'm gonna copy and
Oh,
paste this
Wendy,
and put
you're
it in
so
the chat.
sweet. No, honey, I don't color them. I mean, I don't draw them. I color them. I can't draw.
There's the link we put in chat.
That's
Um,
for I use the computer to do the pictures because I can't. We used to do a show called TMI. If you ever want to go back and look, one time I had to draw a picture from a cookie cutter. Let's just say you do not want Teri drawing anything.
People did not like my drawing challenges. Take them too
No,
seriously. They're
no.
supposed to be
And
for
my
fun.
little stick people, no, it is not. Both my boys can draw amazingly. Mom,
Oh,
no, no.
wow.
So,
Well, let's see. We got, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, because we do this first one, this interrogation's about an hour long. And then you know us. we, we talk a lot. So it's gonna probably still take us a while to get into all of this anyway. So let's go ahead. Again, this is part 2 of the interrogation. I believe this is after, so we've seen 2 others so far. First,
mhm,
we saw her hospital interrogation after they took her to the hospital for the baby. Baby didn't make it, obviously, because it wasn't her baby, and it was born, well, born, ripped from its mother's womb, more
yeah,
accurately, 8
yeah,
weeks or 6 to 8 weeks too early. And that one, she was mostly, like, quiet the whole time, but
mhm,
it was, whew, it was something to
yeah,
watch. And then the one we watched on Wednesday was the interrogation
mhm,
immediately after arresting her and taking her into the police station. Now, I feel like this next one um, is after she's already like this is not a continuation of the same
mm-mm.
one. It looks very different, but not too long after. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, it would help if I unmuted.
I never touched her phone.
Just checking. I was going to ask these questions. Did you delete anything off her phone?
No, I never touched her phone.
Did you delete anything off of your phone?
Can y'all hear it okay?
No.
Mhm.
All right. Do you have any social media accounts for the
Hey,
phone?
she has shoes on today.
No.
She does have shoes on today. Oh my gosh. If you missed Wednesday, that interrogation we watched, she doesn't have shoes on at all. And
No,
we were all like, oh my God, she doesn't
no.
move her feet at
She
all.
didn't move, and
It
it's
was
creepy.
weird. It was. It was. um, so yeah. There she goes with the high pitched squealing.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right from the get-go.
You sure? You don't have any made up social media accounts?
No, I don't have any social media made up accounts. I got my Taylor Morton for my Facebook. I got my Instagram that's Tay Waycasey.
You know we do have your phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we're gonna be able to find, if there's anything that's made up or real, right? You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm asking you one more time. Do you have any made up accounts?
No, I have no made up social media accounts.
I'm gonna go with she does.
What about any applications on your phone used for instead of calling someone by your phone number, you actually call someone by a made up phone number? Tell me about those that's on your phone.
I have a text-free app when my phone got shut off.
Okay. All right. Do you use it recently?
Did I use? No. I mean,
I know something, right? That's why, hey, a lot of times when I ask you questions, I know the answer. So, have you used the text-free app? Or
They usually aren't going to ask questions that they don't already know the answer to.
And I could tell you from personal experience, don't ever ask a question you don't know the answer to.
Or don't want to know the answer.
Or don't want to know.
Always be prepared.
Mhm.
But it seems like she's been in for a few days. So at this point, they've already started getting her phone information. They know a lot more than
Yeah.
they did the first day. So go ahead and lie, girl.
Yeah, please, we're here for it. Should I start taking count of how many lies she tells?
I think you'll run out of ink and have to buy new colored pens again.
I got a
or
problem.
any other type of app lately that created a number for you?
yeah, within the last week.
What was that about?
Buying hogs.
What are we talking about?
Hogs.
Messaging a guy about buying some hogs over state line.
Tell me about that.
Wade ships hogs over state line, and then
So selling the hogs across state lines?
yes.
Oh,
Does
where
she
did we
have
go?
ace bandages on her feet underneath those?
Oh, were you trying to make it bigger?
Okay.
Is that what you were trying to do?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was doing that on the screen. I thought I was
Okay.
just making the screen bigger.
You
I was
know
trying
what
to
I'm
see
wondering.
if she's got ace bandages on her feet.
Why don't you
No,
tell
they're
me?
flip
I don't
flops.
need to. I want you to
But
tell
there's
me.
something around it.
No, just
Yeah, the black
tell me.
bands to keep them on
You
and then
wanted to tell it.
plastic. They're jail flip flops.
Hey, I know more. All right.
Yeah, she got-
You don't have a baby, okay? Tell me more about made-up phone numbers and making phone calls.
Oh, you mean her legs? Maybe she has those nude hospital socks or
She
something.
make
Yeah, she has something on her feet. I'm zooming.
I've not made any phone calls.
The week prior.
No.
Mm.
The week prior.
Wait.
You had an event that you were supposed to make, but you didn't make it. One day.
I know.
I know.
Sorry, we don't have captions on for this. I'm sorry, but the option.
You mean you look like you want to tell me something, so that's
But I want you to tell me. That's why.
tell you what.
I want you to admit to something that you did prior to this murder.
I didn't
To avoid going to get induced. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Taylor, listen. Those apps, a lot of people think you can't track them.
You can.
100%. No, we find an email address.
You look it up.
No. It's so
I know
much
he's
easier when
laughing
you
inside.
just spit things out. What happened Monday morning?
We had a fire at the house.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
We had a fire at the house. It woke us up at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. What happened then?
Wade got up. We put the fire out.
Mm-hmm. And then
Wasn't
what?
concerned.
Once it was out, we laid back down. I got up once to go check to see if it had sparked back up. It didn't, but we were both in the bed.
Okay.
My dad called me that morning.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Dad call?
And
He was asking to see how I was doing. He told me.
And what did you do?
I didn't start that fire.
What did you do after the fire?
We
A
both
whole
went back to
nother,
bed.
a whole nother incident that happened after the fire, after you went back to bed allegedly. What did you do?
I didn't do
It's so
anything. We
snarky.
went back to bed. Ask him. I was laying right
I
beside
don't need
him.
to ask him, okay? You know I know the answer. You missed something. You couldn't make something that you were supposed to go do. And there's a specific reason why.
We went to sleep and we slept through. We were supposed to go to the hospital at 5.
Yeah, what happened?
We slept through.
What happened to prevent you from going to the hospital, though?
They had a bomb threat.
How did they have a bomb threat? You can admit.
I'm not admitting to
You
anything I didn't
listen,
do.
please. You can admit to taking a scalpel and opening a woman up and taking her baby and leaving. Okay, remember, you can admit to that.
Yes, I will admit to something that I
You
did
can admit to that, but you can't admit to this bomb threat?
No.
Because she would
Why is
never.
it linked back to you?
She would never. She is such a good person and has never done anything bad in her life.
Yeah.
Even though you did this pretty horrific thing to Reagan, I would never start a fire. I would never call in a bomb threat. No, you're just going to do the most heinous thing you could possibly do to somebody.
You're going to do the worst, but you're not going to admit to the lower level.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. It's pretty interesting. When he says it's pretty interesting that she's got the balls to be so argumentative when she's sitting in the seat she's in. Yeah. And
Agreed.
I'm sure because they said, I believe in the last one, she's going to be charged with capital murder, which is death penalty. So she knows what they're trying to go for here. And that's what, first of all, again, where's your lawyer? Why aren't you asking for a lawyer? Like, should we drink every time she karate chops her own hand? Yes. Yes.
That would mean I would need to go pour something.
But like, she had to already have those charges at this point because they said just a few minutes ago that this was within a week.
Within a week.
So she's probably already been charged with the capital murder. Even if she hadn't been charged, why aren't you asking for a fucking lawyer?
And why aren't you acting any remorse? I mean, she's got.
If I was being charged with the death penalty, I would keep my fucking mouth shut.
I would just sit there with my arms crossed and say, attorney.
But
how hard is that?
She thinks she can work her way at everything, and I'm here for it. I'm glad she's this dumb.
She could try to be fancy and say she wants a solicitor.
Right? Oh my
The
gosh.
audacity.
Wendy says, like, you're fried already. You might as well go ahead and admit to the little stuff, right?
Exactly.
Wendy says,
Wouldn't a bomb threat to a hospital, would that be federal? Because it was across the state line?
oh,
Then
yes, I would
she
think so. That's also,
could
yeah,
have maybe gone to a federal prison, which is nicer than a Texas death row prison, sweetheart.
yes, I know what I say.
Are we
Mostly,
sure about that, Mary? Okay, mostly. Okay, that one.
mostly. Yeah, wild, wild. Because he's like, you've already admitted to doing what you did to this woman,
Yeah.
and what? That's the thing about compulsive pathological liars, man. They just can't help themselves. And are these like white things on the wall for sound?
They are. They're sound.
Okay. They
So
could at least put
they're in
pictures
an
on them or
office.
something.
If that's an interrogation room, it's really big for an
Like, it's got
interrogation room.
windows.
And it's got windows. So I'm wondering if it's somebody's office and they want to keep the sound down.
Maybe.
I
You're
don't
telling
know.
me-
I did not.
Did Wade call in a bomb threat?
I would hope to God not.
Well,
Oh, the
We
volume
were
went
both
down.
in the
does
bed.
Wade ever use your phone?
He has,
Does
yeah.
he ever use your phone?
There we go.
I mean, he has. He's gotten on my phone, yeah.
Did he use your phone that day?
I don't think so. We were both in the bed with each other. Both our phones were in the
Did he
bed.
use the phone? Your phone that day?
I'm just saying no.
Okay. Did you use the phone that day? That morning?
No, I didn't use the phone that
On a
morning.
made-up number?
But your dad
You
called.
call the hospital.
No.
All right. Well, you do know there's been an investigation on the bomb threat, right?
But how did she answer her dad's call
That morning and told me.
if she didn't use the phone?
She's
I'm
all
just
over the
asking.
place.
Okay.
All over the place.
You
No.
call the hospital.
No.
All right. Well, you do know there's been an investigation on the bomb threat, right?
I knew that because my dad called me that morning and told
It's
me.
linked back to you. You know that, right?
Oh, goddamn. I did not do that.
Okay. Well,
I will admit to something that I did do.
okay. Well, I'm just telling you, the evidence is there. It's linked back to you.
What the
And
fuck?
I'm trying to understand why you did it that day.
I didn't.
When you want to talk about it, you let me know.
Probably. Could be. I barely use
I
mine.
can understand you not wanting to go to the hospital to induce labor for a
We had
baby that you don't
fucking
have.
house fire that
But you
morning.
got a baby. You don't have a baby. You have an appointment to have a baby removed from you that day.
We did
but
not.
you
It was
can't
supposed to go
make
to the
it.
doctor. It was not going to have a
I
baby
understand.
taken
I
out.
thought we talked about it the other day that you were you had an appointment to get induced that day, but you couldn't go because your house caught on fire and it was a bomb threat.
It wasn't to be induced. It was supposed to just go to the doctor.
Wade was
At
under the
10 weeks
impression that you were going to be
or
induced to
10 months?
labor because you had missed several other appointments at hospitals. COVID, they wouldn't take you because you're OB shopping or hopping. You made this appointment Monday to be there early in the morning.
No, we were just supposed
9
to go
minutes,
and
Mary.
see Amanda White was what I told him. We weren't
At
going
5
to.
a.m. in the morning, you were going to see the OB doctor.
No.
Well, that's what you just said. At 5 a.m., you were supposed to be there at 5 a.m. in the morning to see a doctor. There is not no doctor.
We were going to get up at 5. But
You
we
said you
slept
had to be
through.
there at 5. There's not one OB doctor in this
We were
nation.
not going to get induced that morning.
That's what Wade said he was under the impression of. He had told
He's been
people.
under the, yeah, he was going around talking about certain stuff.
Who was telling him those? Where was he getting that information? He obviously didn't just make that up.
I just told him we had to go to the doctor. That was all that was said that Monday. But shit, we had the house fire and we both went back to sleep. We were both in the bed asleep.
What time did y'all wake up?
We got up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was a little bit before 3, actually.
Mm.
We put out the fire and we went back to bed. We both went back to bed. We were laying in the bed.
Sure.
The whole time.
Did you call the hospital at all?
No, I did not call the hospital.
Not for the bomb threat, but did you call them at all for anything else?
To make an appointment. Don't you have to pre-register at a hospital to have a
Mhm.
baby? Okay. That's what I
Yeah,
remember
showing
from
up at 5 in the hospital means that
Green Lake.
something's going to happen.
Okay, so you say
They're
back
there.
in my day, you did that. I don't know how you youngins do it today, but back in my day, you
Mhm.
had to make an appointment and register and do all this stuff.
Yep, they gotta get you in, check, especially if they're doing something like inducing and, you know,
Oh, God.
or
And she's
a
had 2
C-section or
kids.
something.
Let's not forget, she's had 2 children. Did she forget?
But, well, I like how she says, "No, we're gonna go see a doctor," even though she's admitted already
Right.
previously she
Yeah.
does not have an OBGYN.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about, Taylor? What are you talking about? Wow.
She
And besides, people are gonna believe Wade a lot more than you, girl.
Look, she's like, "Why are y'all not believing me? I'm telling the
Yeah.
truth."
Even though none of it makes any sense. That's the thing. Who was it that said that about Wendy? To be such a compulsive liar, you'd think she'd be able to lie a little better. That's the thing, is pathological and compulsive liars are actually not very good at lying because everything is a lie. So they can't keep it all straight at any given sense because their lies are not actually like built on top of one another like an elaborate lie. And they're all about like short-term uh survival, if you will. And they'll just lie about anything. They're usually not pretty smart at all.
Yeah.
At all. Because, you
But I
know,
like
the
that
best
she's
kind of
blunt.
lies, well, the best kind of lies have a little bit of truth in them, right? And they're not capable of doing that. So,
Oh, that is
not a doctor.
right, Mary. We did hear on the documentary that Wade said that they were sleeping in separate rooms. He hadn't seen her naked and they hadn't had sex in 4 months, but yet she's saying she was in bed next to him.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Wouldn't that be a
Oh.
lie? Because didn't he say she was sleeping? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are right about that. I forgot all about that. I get some more coffee.
Or a glass of wine.
Yes or no?
I can hear the clock ticking on the wall.
That's her fate
Did
ticking
you
away.
call the hospital for anything else other than the bomb threat?
I did not call
I'm not saying
the
you
bomb
did.
threat.
I'm not talking about the bomb threat. Did you call them for anything else that day?
Kind of a loaded question.
I called,
Come on, think of the lie.
trying to think what it's called.
She can't even think of a lie right this second. Oh my God, that wall clock.
I called from my main number, about getting Maureen McKellar's, telephone number.
Oh,
Just the main, you call the
576.
The
5,
receptionist.
about saying who was on call. But I did not call in a bomb threat. I will say that now. I will say that fucking tomorrow. I will say it 20 years down the road. I did not call in a
The
bomb
phone number
threat.
you used that day was what?
My phone,
Which was it? 903?
903. My cell phone number.
So we'll be able to check hospital records and they're gonna have that number.
Yes, I called from that
At
number.
what time did you call?
It was probably, it was around 3 something.
3 a.m.?
Maybe. Yes. It was after we had done all the,
Fire stuff?
yeah.
Why did you call
Okay.
to see who was on call?
Because Wade was up then, and I knew because we just had the house fire, I was gonna play it off like I was saying who was on call. Cause we weren't gonna be going in. I didn't know anything about the fucking bomb threat, okay? Okay? I did not know anything about the fucking bomb threat.
Fucking bomb threat.
Why don't you believe me? I'm saying all the right words.
Well, I'm not making it up.
Well, I'm just telling you. Just,
Okay.
Your word is
telling me
trash.
oh my God.
But I'm not making it up. Okay.
Okay.
In fact, I'm not making any of this shit up. All right. There's a knife that was taken out of her neck. I'm not making that up.
I don't think you're making that up.
Okay. So
But I don't remember doing
you can't talk about it. And I'm not making up the fact that your email is linked to the phone that called the bomb threat in. I'm not making that shit up.
my email.
Yeah. What is your email?
I have two.
I like how
Gmail.com and I got yahoo.com.
that's right.
Which one is the one you use on your phone? What kind of phone do you have?
I have a Samsung Galaxy Note. I use both of them because one I
But-
use for like our
But on a Samsung phone, you have to have a Gmail account. So that's the one that your phone.
yeah, that's the gmail.com. That's the one that's synced to my
Your Google account.
correct.
What was that?
Does she
one?
think-
The Yahoo? What was it?
Talk her way out of this.
It's just oh my gosh, unbelievable.
Girl, just own it.
Well, the Gmail account is tied to the bomb
Oh,
threat.
dear fucking God.
So
Right.
I guess I should have told you what your email was because I already knew it. Because when the investigator called me about it, he said the email's to I'm like Taylor and Parker.
Yes, yes, that's my email.
What's the 90 for? Because you're born in 92, right?
I just always use 90. My code's 1990.
I know. Why is it 90? What's the significance about 1990? Or 90?
Good
Well,
question.
90 was my number playing sports. I mean,
Okay.
90?
I'm just curious.
Didn't sports numbers
So-
go up
there
that
must
high?
be significance about my.
I'm just trying to understand.
I mean football, but
Not a big deal. So, when we left Reagan's house, or do we know what direction of travel and all that stuff? What roads were used?
Yeah. When you left Reagan's house, how did you get from her house out to my Shelton's?
good one, Mary.
I went by the school.
For the
Which
week.
side of the school? The tennis court side or the football field side?
I don't know enough about that school,
Okay.
honestly.
But you went by the
The
school.
one that goes by the hardware.
The Boston Hardware out there? Oh, the one out on 1840?
The one that goes by the square. Where the light is and stuff. where
Okay, yeah. Right there, like that comes out by Maria's restaurant and all that.
Correct.
Okay. So you came out from her house, like if you back out her driveway, you back around to the right, you turn to the
You
left.
took right.
Well, hang on. So you would take if you back out of her driveway and you go back towards the school, like her house is in that 90-degree curve.
Is this
Let's
like,
see.
this is?
Oh, let me fix this.
Is this geography class?
Yes. I love how she's like, I stopped at a church
Oh,
first.
that's right house.
Yes.
And how do you live in that
Okay,
small of a
okay,
town and not
okay,
know?
All right, this is
Is
where
there
that
a
car
driveway
was
right
sitting
there,
where
right?
the crack head house is, okay?
Mhm.
So pull out of the driveway down. I'm sorry.
Did she just say that's where the crackhead house is? What she said?
I don't know.
What did she just say?
Okay, okay, because this, all right, this is where
There's her
that car
driveway
was
right
sitting
there,
where
right?
the crack head house is, okay?
Mhm.
So pull out of the driveway, down.
She did,
I'm
in fact.
sorry, I really did. Down here,
Okay.
zoom out, turn,
So you go by the tennis courts.
okay, so I went by the tennis courts, keep going down. Okay, I went straight
Okay.
on
To
right here,
82.
82.
Okay.
And did you drive anywhere else besides 82 to DCAT?
No,
And did you stop anywhere?
no, I never stopped.
It's not.
So that was.
Oh, I gotta go tell little Llama to.
So you
Start
left
doing
Austin
chores.
Street and
North Elm.
north on South Elm Street. Basically drove north on Elm
Yes.
Street all the way to 82.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, because I
there's
went down the
82.
little
Okay.
alley where it comes out by the music parlor.
Yeah, yeah. Behind the post office and all that.
Yes.
Well, she moved her foot. She put it on the floor.
Can I call my mom?
Yeah, we'll get you the phone calls in a minute. Give us a few minutes. You need anything right now? All right, we'll step out. We'll be just a few minutes and
Are they gonna feed me dinner? Because I'm gonna be.
we're gonna make sure they have dinner for you, okay? Huh?
That's on the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
Let's see. Oh,
Sure.
nice
Okay.
hat, sir.
Did you pick my mask up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I please use the restroom?
Yes, we can do that. But first, I'm gonna ask for your consent for a DNA sample, which would be your cheek
You know,
area.
somebody
Okay?
here kills me.
Llama, you're muted.
Sorry, I forget I can do that there too. This has to be the same day. They would have already done a DNA. This has to be the same day as the last one that we watched,
But
just a different time.
did she just go back and say somebody's going to kill me or something?
I don't know. I was telling my son to do the dishes. So
Okay,
I
can you
was
back it
not-
up just a smidge?
Yeah, sure. Let me. Like when they come in,
No, like
come back in.
right there when he's talking to her, right about there when he asked her to do the
Okay.
DNA.
Did you pick my mask up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I please use the restroom?
Yes, we can do that. But first, I'm gonna ask for your consent for a DNA sample, which would be your cheek
You know,
area.
somebody
Okay?
here kills me. It's on file.
Basically, but that's not what's for. What this is
That way, if somebody here kills me, it'll be on fire. Why?
I
You know what
mean,
that is? It's a guilty fucking conscience.
Yeah.
Is what that is. Knowing
glad
damn
to know
well.
my ears weren't playing tricks on me because I was like, did she just say because somebody's going to kill her?
Well, in case somebody kills her while she's here. It's because what you did was so fucking heinous. You feel like probably you shouldn't be here either, would be my guess. But don't worry, she would never call in a bomb threat, though, guys,
She wouldn't.
or a fire. Never. But yeah, this has to be the same.
Well,
day.
it was like midnight. What time was she leaving the hospital? It was like 9 at night or something.
No. When she was, because she murders her around like 8 or 9 in the morning. About an hour goes by. I want to say it was around 12 or 1 in the afternoon when she's at the hospital. So this very well could be the
Could be
same
day.
Mm-hmm. And it's fall, right? It's
Yeah.
October, so it gets darker much earlier.
Yeah.
I'm sure still in Texas, Oklahoma area.
Trying to look at the clock to see what time it said. It looks
Oh,
like
yeah,
it
that's
says
a good point.
11:25.
Yeah, that's what I think it says too. That makes sense.
So
Yeah, the shorthand's at the 11 and
Yeah.
the long is about 25. So, but I'm surprised they haven't taken her DNA already.
unless they're
But,
waiting for a
okay.
judge to sign it. They might be crossing all
That's
their
true.
T's and dotting their I's, especially knowing this is going to be a
That's
capital
true.
case.
That's true. Hi, Juicy Jules. Buy some hogs.
Hogs.
Yeah, it is different rooms, but they could have just moved
Yeah.
her out of that for comfort. So, oh yeah, it's PM. It's definitely PM. It would not be that dark at 11:25 a.m.
Mm-mm.
So, or do you think they're just tinted windows? Is that what you think? I don't know.
I think it's dark outside.
2 different states taking their own DNA. Could be they
be.
just waited, but we'll see.
Consent for analysis. Today is the 14th, 10, 14, 20, that's 452.
Can you do me one favor?
What's that?
Can you see if they can get my medicine? Because I've been without my medicine for,
What medicine is that?
I take butoprolol for my migraines. And then I have the Stadol spray, it's 2.5 milligrams. And I've been without it since I lost my insurance, so it's been about 5 to 6 weeks. And my head will not stop hurting.
So there's a medicine she hasn't been on for 5 to 6 weeks, and she's like, "Can you get me that, ma'am?"
I need it now.
Ma'am, that's not how anyone works. It does explain why she's like, "Can I call my mom? I'm hungry." Okay, if this is the same day, but I'm gonna go with it is.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do about that, okay?
Can
All right, so I need you to read this real quick.
You
This
think
is
it's
consent for
not
analysis.
special?
you do them? Just
Just
sign it
sign
for
it there,
you.
but it's being duly sworn or warned of all of my constitutional rights, that's for the Miranda, okay? And of my rights under Texas law that I do not have to give consent for a sample of blood and or saliva to be taken from my body, and fully understanding that I do not have to give consent for a sample of blood and or saliva to be taken from my person. I hereby freely consent for a sample of blood and or saliva, which we're taking saliva, okay, to be taken from my person. I hereby freely consent for a qualified medical person to take a sample of blood. We're not doing that. We're just doing saliva
Can you hear
from
it
my
though?
body, and I hereby give this consent without fear, force, persuasion, delusive hope of pardon or coercion of any type. I understand that the sample of blood and or saliva to be taken from my person is for a DNA analysis, and the
Maybe you're
results
right,
from such
Savage,
tests
but I don't.
may and will be used against me in prosecution of any criminal charges resulting from this investigation. This written permission is being given by me to the peace officers whose names are signed below as witnesses voluntarily without threats or promises. And it says, "I, Taylor Parker," and you just signed it. You agree that so we can have a specimen? Okay.
Ask for an attorney, girl. She is every detective's
Need a
dream.
witness. We'll put him as a witness.
Olivia Benson would love her.
You pop it in the back, it's easier.
Now
Did
she's going
she-
to tell him how to do it.
What? It'd
She's
probably be
man.
easy.
She's mansplaining.
Taylor. Jeez. Jeez Louise, this woman.
We both have caps on. I'm taking caps off.
Yeah.
And then swab the inside of your left side. I'm going to take your left fingers like this and push against your cheek, okay?
You want me to take my left fingers and push them?
Push against your cheek. Open your mouth up.
Surprised she's not like, is this you trying to kill me?
Right,
Yeah,
both
it's just so we
together.
can frame you.
And I'll rub on the inside of your cheek. Try not to hurt you.
It's a swab. Seriously? It's not like a COVID test.
Okay. Put these caps back on.
It's ballsy. It's ballsy, Wendy.
Yeah.
It's not my DNA, I'm telling you.
I don't remember them doing that to me.
Alright, it's TP1.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or it's not even that people buy their lies. It's that they don't want to confront after so much. They just
Don't
know
hold
that
them.
everything. They don't hold them accountable. They
Right.
don't confront them about it. And so they keep lying because they think they're pulling. They're
Mhm.
super geniuses when everybody else knows they're a fucking liar and everything that comes out of their mouths is trash. Ask me how I know, because I know one. I personally know one, and
Is
it's
it
wild.
difficult?
Hmm I mean, there's no changing them, even when you do confront them and whatever. But if everybody else doesn't do that, like if you're the only person that does it, they
Then-
they still think they pulled it off on 99% of other people,
Wow.
But I just kind of like, you can't pull it on me. So, but that's how they think they're so fucking clever and
Clever.
arrogant when most people are just like,
Yeah.
I know your words are trash. I'm just listening to what you're saying and none of it, because how many times is your car going to break down and get a flat tire every week or so for multiple times a year for the last, I don't know, 15 years? It's
That's some bad
crazy.
luck. That is some bad
Mhm.
luck.
It's wild.
That's
So
worse luck
weird.
than I have.
Mhm.
Hi, Lig.
Mhm. I like. Because I think too, she had friends before this, right? Like everybody knew that she was a liar.
Mhm.
Even Wade's family eventually caught on.
But even
But
back in school,
Mhm. But a lot of people didn't either didn't or stopped confronting her about it because there's really you can't get through to a person like this. But clearly not very some people only bought her bullshit for like a small period of time.
Mhm.
And then Wade, I think, was just
love is blind. He had blinders on and he wanted that baby.
I was gonna say, I think he was blinded by the fact that he was having a child more than like love at towards the end of this, right? Because he didn't give
Yeah.
really two shits about her towards the end. He was not happy with her. But I think, when you're supposed to be having a child with someone,
Yeah.
there's that factoring in. Like, oh, maybe it's just hormones, maybe it's just, something like that. A lot of people do that. They're just like, oh, Lig is Lady in Gray. They're the same person. Yes, they are the same person. She was named that from elbow feet.
If you lift it up, come on, tell him, Taylor.
Hi, in disguise. In a disguise, I did know a guy who had a slow leak in one of his tires. Take 3 or 4 to go, flat for 3 years.
Fill that up. I guess
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, see, the weird part about my story is that person works on cars. So either you are really bad at your hobby,
Yeah.
or you're a liar. Guess which one?
But
It
two
is.
things could be true, too.
Two things could be true, but I'm telling you right now, I know.
I wonder what's going through her mind right now.
I don't think she really believes any of this is real.
Does she have her shirt tied up into a half shirt? Is that her side hanging out right
No,
there?
I think that's a belt
So
Okay.
for when they like arrest you, you know, a handcuff
Okay.
belt or something, I think.
Wade, there's a couple things I need to clear up. You mentioned talking to a guy in Oklahoma about selling hogs too. Did you arrange that? And when did you arrange that?
It's been arranged for a few weeks.
Who'd you talk to?
Scott,
Scott who?
maybe his last name.
Is that Oklahoma?
Yes.
So what day did you arrange that? Do you remember?
It's been over a week, or it's been over.
On that Friday, what day prior to that Friday was it that you arranged that?
It had been 2 weeks prior to that, probably. Because we got rid of one set of hogs to Matt. And we were talking to Scott way prior to Matt.
Did Scott ever tell you that he did not need hogs at that time? He wanted hogs, but you weren't able to provide him with hogs when he needed them. Did he ever tell you that he didn't need them?
Yeah, because, well, no, he didn't say he didn't need them. He just said that the whole, us trying to get a transport license. I mean, it doesn't look good if somebody from Texas is trying to get a transport license because you're not supposed to go over state line with them.
No, that's fine. But it happened, so it's illegal, but it happened.
But when he had messaged me back saying that he would go ahead and take them. I mean,
According to him, he told you he didn't want them because you couldn't provide them when he needed them. Is that not true?
no, it was just about the transport license. I talked to Nicole, and Nicole said we could get a transport license. We just had to have, I guess, give her like an Oklahoma address.
Okay. But you never got that?
No.
You never got the transport?
No, because he said we didn't need that. He didn't care about the transport license.
Well, I understood that he had talked to you about it, and then the deal kind of fell through.
I mean, no, I wasn't under the consideration it fell through because we were scheduled to go. He wanted them early Friday morning.
The same day you're supposed to be induced.
Right.
So you set that up. Yes.
Partial, yeah, and then Wade did the rest of it.
What does that mean?
Wade talked to him about bringing them, and that the check needed to go to him. Because the last one, Matt wrote it to me and put it under Taylor Griffin, and he chewed my ass over it. That the check didn't go to him, so.
Okay. All right, so
I thought Wade told me on the phone Friday that Matt bought them.
that Matt bought them?
Yeah, that Matt bought his hogs.
And he called you on Friday?
Yeah, he told me that on the phone.
When?
Friday morning, he told me that he was going back and forth between Matt and Scott, but something about Matt had bought the hogs. That was the last thing I knew about
Who
it.
did we get the check from?
Side by side, no. some extreme shooting sports or something.
That would be Matt.
But he told you what time did he tell you that? On Friday?
He told me that Friday morning. I don't know what time.
That was before the murder?
Afterwards.
What was happening when he told you this in your world? What was going on in your world?
I was at the hospital.
Okay.
Or I was on the way to the hospital, and actually no, I was sitting with Amanda and that other lady in the car.
In whose car?
In Wade's car.
Okay.
Sitting with Amanda and the other lady.
Stop acting so
With
exacerbated.
the DPS officer. With DPS Shaver.
Shaver. What was the other issue?
So who arranged? You arranged that? You got that deal started with the hogs, and Wade took it over.
Yes.
Okay. It's not that big a deal. We're not worried about the hogs. We're just trying to figure out where Wade was. So Wade said that when he got there to the hog ranch, that the guy did not know he was coming and was mad that he showed up anyway with those hogs. Wade claimed that you set all of this up, that he had nothing to do with it. You told him to go take these hogs up there. And
How much was he supposed to get for the hogs?
Like $6,100 from what I understood.
How much did he get?
I don't know. He never told me how much he got paid. How much you get paid for them?
I believe it was $0.
yeah, less than half that.
Because they didn't need them.
Because they did not know he was coming with those hogs. And he said you set that deal up. He never talked to the guy.
He told me he talked to him Thursday night.
Whether he talked to him or not, the information he gave us at the time was you set it up and he made the trip. He showed up and the guy was shocked that he was there.
But I talked to the guy on the phone and he said that he had already bought like 200 head of hogs that week because you couldn't deliver. And then Wade shows up with 100 and something more hogs and he had no idea he was coming.
Well, the last Wade told me on the phone was, I was under the assumption Matt bought his hogs, the one that bought our hogs prior.
But Wade did talk, did have transactions or whatever with the guy, communications with the guy prior to him going up there.
Yes, he told me Thursday night he had.
Okay. There was a car seat in Wade's truck. Who put that car seat in there?
Me and him Friday morning
What time was that?
at 3:00 in the morning.
And why did you put the car seat in his truck Friday morning at 3:00 in the morning?
I put the car seat in there. I put our bathing stuff and all that in there.
But why?
Because we were going to go to Idabel.
And
For what?
Why were you going to Audubon?
I was going to have a baby, but Reagan was going to call him and we were going to just say that I had lost it. That way I didn't have to.
What?
So you had Wade convinced this entire time you were pregnant.
Yes.
And Friday morning at 3 a.m., y'all arranged to deliver these hogs. Or he did, y'all did together, whatever. 4 hours away, 3 hours away up in Oklahoma.
That's where we've been going to
Right,
take
I
hogs
understand
because prior
But
we
y'all
were in
arranged
South
that.
Texas.
And you had also arranged to be at Idabel Hospital at 7:30 Friday morning to have your made-up baby. You put a car seat in Wade's truck at 3:00 that morning. You had went to Walmart, from my understanding, and bought soap, clothes, nightgowns, pajamas, packed a diaper bag, and told Wade you were going to have this baby. When he unloaded the hogs, he was to meet you at the hospital, right or wrong?
Right.
You made the appointment? Annabelle?
I had called and asked them, if somebody that was pregnant, I mean, Wade was there when I called at
When
the
was it?
house. That was Wednesday.
Okay, 2 days prior. You called and said what to the hospital?
Asked them if somebody from out of state or whatever come in that was having contractions, would they take them as a patient? And they said yes, that they wouldn't turn anybody away.
It's a hospital.
So did you actually schedule an appointment for inducing up there or no?
No,
Taylor, the super genius, just learned how hospitals work. Did
Mhm.
you did you know? Did you know if you're having an emergency, you can go to
You-
any hospital? Now, your insurance doesn't cover every hospital,
Right.
but you can go and they treat you. She is not getting. I don't think she understands either the word premeditation.
I don't think she does either
Because girl, the amount of pre-fucking meditation is why you got the death penalty. Like, wow. Wow, she put the car seat in his car and everything that day.
and I'm sorry to say this when she said that, Reagan, we just say I lost the baby. Okay, you're that far along. That's not just losing a baby. That is a child died.
Mhm. Yeah,
There is a big fucking difference, ma'am.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
In my opinion.
No, I mean, at 10 months, allegedly, which would never happen, first and foremost. But
Well, don't say never.
well, nowadays, though,
Nowadays.
I mean, there's no way they would have let her be pregnant that long. Like, even on the day of the bomb threat and all that, they would have induced her. Was the stork on vacation that day? Oh, exactly.
was
She's going
off.
to have the baby. Why send him on a pig run? It don't make no sense, Taylor.
I mean, $6,100. I mean, if he could get back before they induce, I would send him to do it.
Fair.
Fair. I mean, just say it. I could sit in the hospital by myself for 2 hours.
she said all you had to do was go to the hospital and check in at admissions. You didn't have to have an appointment.
But you didn't necessarily make an appointment, but you called. She said you could just show up, and then you and Wade made an agreement.
I was actually going to go with him.
But you and Wade made an agreement that when he left the house that morning, you were going to go at around 7:30 to the hospital, check in, start getting all that paperwork process going, because that's what he claimed. And then he was going to go drop these hogs off, pick the money up, and come meet you at the hospital.
Yes.
Okay.
How did you show up? I mean, how could you make those plans, first of all, without going to be induced for labor or for the baby?
I was going to tell him I lost it.
Or being labor or had contractions. How could you just, hey, let's plan on doing this. This is on Wednesday, but Friday, let's go to the hospital because I'm going to be having contractions?
No, she said you could just show up. They wouldn't turn anybody away. That's why we picked
But you
up.
show up and you're not actually,
That's not how inducing works.
if you were pregnant, you weren't actually in labor, what would they do?
They would take you to the floor and check you.
So what was you going to do then?
I was going to have them send me away and tell Wade that I had lost the baby.
You were going to have who do that?
The hospital. Regardless, I worked in OB. So,
And you just weren't going to talk to Wade again? And you think the doctors were going to go out there and lie on your behalf like that?
Did she say she worked in an OB?
It's confidentiality. I've seen plenty of doctors lie for patients.
So you worked in OB before?
But he's the daddy.
It's not
It doesn't
confidential.
matter. That's confident. That's a HIPAA violation.
He's the father, though.
It doesn't matter. If a patient comes into a hospital.
And he said he lost the baby. That's his baby. He's got to have some information.
They would tell about
They
the
will
baby,
not
maybe
give
not
it.
you.
Okay, they won't give the information. What was your plan after that? You're going to go in there, tell him I'm not pregnant, I've been lying to my boyfriend. Can y'all go out there and tell him he's that I lost the baby, and where were you going to go?
I was gonna leave and go home. I wasn't
With
even gonna have
Wade.
him. No, I wasn't even gonna have him meet me there. I was just gonna have him go straight home.
Okay. So it sounds to me like,
Not a very solid plan.
and in my mind, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds to me like you set this appointment up for Wade to deliver these hogs to get him out of the way. So either you could go make this lie up about losing the baby.
He
And
was
he-
to lose the baby.
Okay.
I didn't make it up though.
The whole thing was made up, Taylor.
Did she just say it wasn't made up? Girl, you
Mm-hmm.
You
can't get
needed him out
pregnant.
of town.
You needed him out of town to have to, so you could go. You were at a crucial moment in your 9 or 10 month life. You either had to have a baby or you had to have a miscarriage. You were at the end of the road.
But you chose to steal a baby.
You went
Horrifically.
to Reagan's house. You got Wade out of town. You left your house. You went and sat in the church parking lot. You drove to Reagan's house, beat her, and stole her baby, and was on your way to the Idabel Hospital with that baby so you could fulfill this year-long lie.
But she would never start a fire. She would
Or
never do a bomb threat. She would never arrange a hog transaction. She would never do those things, guys. Never. She would never. She's a good
But
person.
remember, Reagan asked her to take the baby.
Oh,
do
that's
that.
right. I
Remember,
forgot.
she did it because she was asked.
And you haven't been truthful about that.
That's not what the plan was.
Reagan,
The plan changed.
so riddle me this. Tell me,
Riddle me this.
let's back up to when you showed up at Reagan's house. Y'all got into a fight in the garage, right? As soon as you got there, she grabbed you, y'all got into a fight. That's what you told us. You said this was an entire fight. A fight was the entire time. But you also said, while you're talking to us, that she was talking on the phone to Homer. She was getting ready for work. She was late. She was fixing her hair, straightening it in the bathroom. Y'all are having like a girl's day, drinking coffee, whatever. But you've also said this was a fight the entire time. So I don't understand how y'all got into a fight. Y'all got over it, fixing her hair, doing all this. She hit her head on her car, busted it on the concrete. She was bleeding, but then she went in there to fix her hair.
That was after.
Yeah, he knows.
Exactly.
He knows. It
And
don't
then
make
she
any sense.
was murdered. So y'all got into a fight, y'all made up, fixed her hair, did all that, and you murdered her. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's.
Reagan, you haven't, or Taylor, you haven't been being truthful with us. There was a 3-year-old girl in the house that watched this. This family wants answers. And it's time for you to be truthful about what happened.
When I got there, she was in the garage. We were talking. She was folding Kenzie's clothes. She said that she had overslept. We walked back into the house. We were standing there in the hallway in the bathroom. That's when she had turned her straightener on. She was texting Homer and talking. She had said that I wasn't going to be going. I told her I needed to leave. She said, "You're not going anywhere." We walked out to the car and got my bags. We walked up the little driveway into the garage. The garage door was open. She was putting something else in the dryer. And I told her, I said, "I need to go. I don't need to be here right now." And that's when we started the argument and the fighting.
Then
Why did you not need to be?
Why would she go out then to her car to grab the bags if she doesn't want to be? It doesn't. Oh my God, Taylor, you are so fucking dumb. What? What?
I mean,
You're a grown ass woman with a car.
I hate to be rude, but even my 7-year-old grandson could tell a lie in the story better than this right now in this situation because she doesn't even make sense.
There, right now. What's that about?
Because I wasn't right in my head.
Okay.
Because you went over there with the intent to do what?
The whole intent was she told me that she would help me get out of the lie with Wade.
Your intent was what?
To help you get out of the lie with Wade. That is not what she said the other times.
No.
Hmm. Wow.
Wanting the baby.
She was meant to help her get out of that lie with Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Just Reagan didn't know the plan or that it was even happening.
Huh?
Wanting a baby.
Your intent was wanting her baby. Right?
You made sure that the hospital would take you in Annabelle. You got Wade out of town. Wade was gone out of town. You made sure Reagan was at home by talking to her that morning. You went and sat in the church parking lot and contemplated if this was the right thing to do or not. You decided to go over there to her house, and when you got there,
Allegedly.
you had a scalpel in your purse. No normal person carries a scalpel around with them. Your intent was wanting a baby. Right or wrong?
Mm-hmm.
When you went to the house and intended on leaving with that child, were you not?
No, I didn't intend on leaving with
That's
you.
what you just said. Your intent was wanting a baby.
I wanted a baby. I've been wanting a baby for months.
Then why don't you take care of the 2 kids you got?
Then why would you kill her and take her baby? Huh? But why did you do it? Why did you kill her?
Get closer. Scoot in. There you go.
Why did you kill her? Why did you kill her
They must be the pictures.
and take her baby?
Look at her turning her head.
Yep, she doesn't want to look at it.
Answer that question.
No, I don't want to see them. Please. Please, okay.
You did it.
Look at me. You can't
Fucking
erase
bitch.
this.
I didn't trust it.
Right?
No, it's in my head.
Her 3-year-old daughter witnessed this.
Mm-hmm. And you
She
can't even look at
erase
it.
that. She has to see it. Why
Her
can't-
mother walked into this house.
And
Jessica
Mhm.
walks into this house and sees this. Okay?
The 3-year-old had to walk by that to get out of the house that you left there with her mother dead in the floor. How would you feel if your kids had to live with that memory?
Look here. I need to show you something because I need an answer.
No, I don't want to look. Please.
Okay? I can see you cut her belly open, right? I know that. But how? Explain this cut right here on her face. Explain it.
That was done with a scalpel. That was determined by a doctor.
Explain it. That's only one of many cuts. Please explain it for me.
I don't want to look at it,
Okay.
please.
There's a knife, a scalpel
But
in
you
her
did
neck.
it.
Okay? Explain it. You were there. You did it. Why did you do it?
So many people are.
Mm-hmm.
Please explain.
them off me, please.
Are you gonna explain it?
I don't remember. Just slicing and dicing her, okay? I don't remember.
Slicing and dicing her.
I told you what I remember.
You went there to take her baby.
Taylor, just say lawyer and it'll
Did you
stop.
not?
No.
You didn't? Then how the hell did this happen? If you didn't go there to take her baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It
You
is what
made
she said.
arrangements to take that baby to the hospital prior to doing it. You were headed to the hospital. You made the arrangements at.
No, I made arrangements to go to a hospital and for them to see that I was not pregnant. That's what I made arrangements for.
But that's not what happened. And you were going to that same hospital. Tell me why you didn't take that baby to St. Michael's and why you were adamant to the state trooper and the paramedics to not take your baby to a hospital in Texas, not to take it to St. Michael's or Titus Regional. Why were you so adamant to get out of state?
She was. We saw it.
Mm-hmm. So y'all, they wouldn't put it together when they found the murdered woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've gone to St. Michael's and Titus.
It doesn't matter. There was a baby laying in your arms lifeless. You were 20 minutes from St. Michael's. You were an hour from Idabel. But you went there and cut that baby out of her, and you felt like you could not go to St. Michael's or you would be caught. You lied to the state trooper. You had every opportunity to tell him that this lady was laying in that house with that done to her, and you didn't do it. She laid there and bled out, and her 3-year-old watched it. Why?
Wrong with me.
Because why?
Something's wrong with you.
And what's wrong with you?
We agree with that.
Mm-hmm. She did let that baby die. She didn't give a fuck.
She did.
She wanted,
Took that 3-year-old's mother.
in my opinion, she wanted a dead baby.
She wanted a dead baby.
She can sit here and say, "Oh, I wanted a baby for some." No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You wanted a dead baby so you can get out of the lie completely. Because her plan, her original plan, was to show up and have them say she lost the baby anyway. But we all know, and she probably knew too, as far as long as that is, you got to produce a dead baby.
A dead baby.
She is a monster. She's just so gross.
She is.
So gross.
Her baby sister, everything.
Should wallpaper.
Why did you go to that house that morning to take that baby?
When did you decide to target this woman? At Brookshire's when you met her? Well, you befriended her pretty quickly again. Reacquainted, whatever you want to call
She's
it.
been talking to me.
Reconnected.
I
Me
didn't
too.
talk.
Think about how much more sympathy she's going to get if she lost her baby, more attention, all of that. All of that. If she
Wade would
ended up
stay
having,
with her a little
she'd
longer
be so
because of it.
depressed and it'd be bad to leave her after losing a child. Nah, she did exactly what she did for a reason.
She did.
It was not about having a baby.
And sadly, she let the lie go so long, she had to produce something. Can be like Laura Owens and just lose tissue that's not documented. I mean, this is a full-grown person.
And she said, I mean, I don't know if it's true she worked in OB, but she claims she did, which means she definitely knows that a 32, 34-week-old baby ain't going to make it. God, she just is.
Yeah.
Look at Reagan. Reagan started talking to me.
Okay. When did you decide that she had what you needed?
after we had already fought. I told you what my plan was, but y'all can paint whatever picture you want.
You can't tell me this woman said, take my baby and leave and expect me to believe that.
I swear to God, she did. I'd take a polygraph test.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Girl, shut up.
You took this lady's wedding photos. You took her family pictures. You took pictures of her 3-year-old. This lady trusted you.
Mm-mm.
She trusted you that morning to let you in her house. You went to her house with a diaper bag, went in her house with a diaper bag and a scalpel. You went in there to take that baby. The diaper bag had what you needed for the baby, and the scalpel was what you needed to take the baby. You made arrangements to go to the hospital. You had Wade out of town where you needed him. So what looks like, so you could call in and say, hey, I had the baby. I'm going to the hospital. You got your baby. Wade believed you. You proved all these people wrong that said you were lying for the last 10 months. And you had your aha moment at the expense of that. You had the I proved y'all wrong moment.
Mm.
Oh, please go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I'd like for you to discuss, where we're going with this.
How far do you think?
I think, and
What other questions?
I don't quite know this to be true about the charges for why there wasn't charges for the baby. I know she was charged with kidnapping, but I'm trying to look it up, but I can't actually find the immediate answer. Do you
Yeah,
know the immediate answer?
I was looking it up as well. So originally, she was charged with capital murder, murder, and kidnapping.
Mhm.
And they decided to go with just the capital murder and kidnapping charges.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with maybe they couldn't tell when the baby died. Did the baby die as she was trying to take it out? Was it even alive for a while? I'm gonna go with maybe that's.
Well, they
I don't know.
found, yeah, not sure.
I'm not sure either. If somebody knows, please do let us know. I was
Yeah.
trying to look it up, but there's it's not telling me why that charge was taken away, or at least, oh wait, charges after arrest, kidnapping and capital murder for the deaths of. Well, it says capital murder for the death of her and her daughter. March 4th, 2021, Parker was indicted on a second count of capital murder for the death of the baby. So are we sure it's not both? 2 counts of capital murder? I don't know. If you know the answer, please let us know.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. On the Texan prison
Oh.
site, it just says capital murder. It doesn't say 2 counts.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I'll have to look further into it. Like I said, I've avoided taking a deep dive because I'm already in so many deep dive holes at the moment.
So
But
they
yeah.
said they proceeded with that first indictment for just Reagan because they believed it offered the clearest path to a capital conviction.
Mm,
And that is per the Texas scorecard.
okay.
So maybe they wanted to keep
Katie.
the baby just in case that didn't go well.
Could be. I bet it was probably also harder to tell with certainty, maybe even.
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting though. Because if she would have, if she would have left the baby in there, then they'd charge her for both, no problem.
Right.
So I'm thinking maybe it does have to do with the fact that they can't say for certain the cause and manner of death with the baby. I don't know. It's a good question. I really don't know. That's so interesting.
I'll have to find the appeal because the appeal talks about that.
Oh, okay.
Talked about that.
I mean, I still don't understand why it'd be hard whether the baby died in utero or out. Both would not have happened if it wasn't for her
Right.
and her actions. So even then, I really don't understand that argument, but I don't know. It's interesting.
Why did you tell the trooper on the side of the road and the EMTs that was your baby? Tell me that. Because I've watched that video, and that's the most horrific video I've ever watched in my life. Why did you tell that trooper that was your baby? Why did you go to the hospital and pass that baby off as yours?
Okay.
Why did you tell Wade that was your baby? If it was not your intent to go take that baby.
Take out a baby.
Because what?
Because you had got a baby. That was your intent that day, was to get a baby.
Was it though? Tell you that Tom blew in the face.
You had got a baby. So let me ask you this. You had got the baby. At what point did you realize that day, I've got a baby, Wade gets to believe me, all his family, we get to prove them wrong and show them that I was really pregnant. At what point, because I know that crossed your mind, at what point did that cross your mind? Was it while you were still there butchering that lady, or was it after you left the house? Do what? You had left and you realized that you got to prove all these people wrong and tell Wade that you had his baby girl. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me, Taylor?
Oh, please.
Can you answer that question real quick? Because I only got one more question. And then we're done. Answer the question.
Is that a yes or a no? Is that what you're telling me? You realize after you got the baby and you left, that's what you just said, you get to tell Wade and prove all these people wrong that you had this baby girl that was alive for 10 months.
Y'all are gonna paint it how we all want to see it. Okay.
There's no other way to
It's your
paint it.
story. You tell us.
How else are we supposed to see it, Taylor?
I know it's painted right here. I know it's painted right there.
Oh. Girl, you're busted. Just admit everything.
Painted in fucking Reagan's blood. Oh, this woman.
At what point did that cross your mind? You said when you left the house.
Okay, so her appeal tried to say the kidnapping charges were not legit because no one could confirm when the baby died. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
You knew that you had fulfilled this entire lie that had went on for all these months.
I mean, it was denied, obviously.
Gender
but
reveal.
I didn't think about that one fucking thing until I was at the hospital. I was thinking about the baby the entire time.
Why did you lie to the trooper on the side of the road? This lady could still have been alive. You said she was alive and talking to you when you left the house. You had just left. Why did you not tell that state trooper? Because you had guilt.
Why did you tell the trooper the baby was yours?
Why did you go tell a doctor at the hospital the baby was yours? Why did you have maternity photos taken a few weeks ago? Why did you have a gender reveal? Why did you have a baby registry at Target? Why did you have a nursery set up in your house ready for this baby to come home?
I intended on losing it.
Then
Is what I intended.
Why did we get this far in this lie? Why did this go this far? But why did it? Nobody knows that but you. And I promise you, there's millions of people out there that want to know that answer.
Hi, Wings. By the way, Wings, I mean, you can always like, do you have all clicked like when you go into the notification? You might have to like go back and forth with those, and sometimes it'll work again, but you know how YouTube is with notifications, so I get it. It's super fun and we love it.
Why on July, in the month of
Yes.
July, you were asking other mothers about C-sections on Facebook?
Because I had lied and told Wade that the doctor thought I was going to have a C-section.
Why did you tell people you had home health at your house? Why were you walking around for several days on oxygen?
Because I had gone to the doctor because my D timer was high. I've had a pulmonary embolism.
Okay, so you
So
put
do
on,
your research and see what my health
you
is
put it on
doing.
Facebook that it was for the baby.
Do your research.
She just said that.
Why don't you do your research? Shut up. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You
And how do you know your D dimer was high if you hadn't been to the doctor?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, that's bold.
D timer was high. I've had a pulmonary embolism.
Okay, so you
do your research and see what my health is doing.
You put it on Facebook that it was for the baby and you had home health coming to take care of you. Not that it was for a pulmonary embolism. You put it that it was complications for a baby that didn't exist.
Good trial
Right.
quote.
Right.
Was that's a Rittenhouse quote, if I remember right? I think so.
Right.
Somebody had asked me about that update on the baby. So I had added the baby in there. It was for me. I've been seeing Dr. Hayes and Hazen, an oncologist and a cardiologist for my heart.
You don't have a heart,
Okay,
man.
so why did we change that from I'm having heart issues to I'm having baby problems? Can anybody tell me how bad a C-section is? Why did we do that?
I just asked.
Why? You're the only person that knows that.
And didn't they? I read that she had one child by C-section and one natural.
Taylor.
So why is she asking?
Question, okay, that you asked me why. I asked the question.
You're so close to telling us what really happened that day. You really are. And I know you are. But for some reason, you just won't do it.
Yeah.
You've told us that you called the hospital. You arranged to have an appointment to have this baby.
I didn't arrange to. You can't make an appointment for it.
You called the hospital and inquired
to make an appointment.
It's not funny. It's really not funny. Is that funny?
I'm not looking at it.
Okay, but you're
So
laughing.
I appreciate if you got it down to my face.
You got Wade out of town.
Girl.
You told him you were going to have this appointment at 7:30 because he believed you set up an appointment. And you drove to this lady's house and did this and headed to the hospital with that baby before Wade could get back in town. Why did you do that? You took a scalpel. Why did you take a scalpel with you?
I always have a scalpel and a nylon thread suture. We've always had that. Wade carries it around in his fucking truck. Does it mean he's going to chop somebody up?
No, that's
Please
in his
answer
truck.
that question.
That's in his truck. He didn't take it in a house with a murder scene. He didn't take it in a house where it was shoved down somebody's neck. Answer that question.
You did that.
Yeah. Girl.
Train.
Choo-choo train.
train coming around and take you to death row, girl.
I mean, that's a little crazy talking to them that way and telling them they're asking stupid questions.
Well, well, she says she always has a scalpel, though it seems more like an X-Acto blade than a scalpel, but very close. And it comes in this kit in case their dogs get, their dogs get attacked by hogs. Sorry, I have to make fun of that part because it's hilarious. And she said it so many times in the last one. It was ridiculous. But I wouldn't say she's blaming Wade. She's just being like, well, he carries one too. And he didn't purposely try to like kill anybody. He's not a murderer. Well, yeah, okay. But like you are though.
Yeah.
She's trying to say that, this was not premeditation. I always
Right.
have that. I always have that. But it is very interesting that she's like, well, Wade isn't a murderer. You're right. He's not. You are. You are. This is her true person. Yeah, do your research and all that. That's how she talks to everybody. Bet. Savage. The train of consequences rarely shows up lubed. That's
right.
Very fitting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mary says she's lashing out, hoping they'll leave her alone. I'm sure people in her real life just walk away from her when she throws it. That's exactly what she's doing.
So all she got to do is say attorney and they'll leave her alone.
Mm-hmm.
Please go to the bathroom.
One more thing. You're going to see, not today, but one day, you're going to see Reagan's mother. You're going to see Homer. If you could see them right now, what would you tell them?
I'm sorry for what I did.
Are you?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Why?
I've never hurt anybody, okay? Never.
Why are you sorry?
Because I got called.
Because Maria was such a good person, I should.
Those things are loud.
I
had one for my son, and then I was like, nope. Could hear it in the whole house. Drove me crazy.
It should have never happened. I should have never lied.
Oh.
That's true.
No shit,
My
Sherlock.
question was, what would you do different?
Never lied.
You just answered it.
That's the thing, too.
Anything else?
Girl, it's just fucking lies.
Yeah.
You can literally stop telling them or come clean at any point in time. They're just fucking lies.
And they haven't even asked her about all the financial lies. This is just about the murder. I mean.
And then a poor mother and her baby lost their lives because you couldn't do the right thing and just come clean or leave or anything. She's only crying. She's not, I don't even think she's crying. It's the same as it was was it the last interrogation we watched? She wasn't crying. There was nothing not coming out of her nose, nothing. For a whole hour and a half, not once did she ask for a tissue. Have any of y'all ever cried without needing a tissue to blow your nose?
Nope.
Oh, my grandparents had a grandfather clock, and I hated it so much. It was so loud. And then cuckooed. It was a cuckoo clock.
Oh, a 6/8. My mother-in-law, when
Same.
she was living with us, she had the cuckoo clock, and it did the loud ticking that you could hear. And then those stupid.
Yes, I hate cuckoo.
I don't like them.
But yes, it was so loud.
Why, when y'all had to fight and you saw that she was down and out, for lack of better terms, and she told you she knew she was going to die. You had a cell phone at that house. Why did you not call for help? Explain that. Instead of calling for help for her and that baby, you cut the baby out of her. And in your mind, you thought you could make it to the Idabel Hospital with that baby and potentially, like you said a while ago, prove everybody wrong. You had this baby, and you got to live happily ever after with her baby. Why did you not call for help?
Wish I would have.
Why did you not?
I can't answer that.
Can you answer the fact that, did you know she needed help?
Yes or no
Did
answer.
Reagan need help? Yes or no? That's easy. Did Reagan need help? Yes or no?
If it's easy, why would you ask me?
Answer the question, because I need to hear how you're thinking. Did Reagan need help?
I should have helped her.
Did she need help?
Beyond what you could provide.
Yes
That
or
you
no?
caused.
Did Reagan need help? Yes or no?
Please be done.
We're done, but did Reagan need help? Yes or no?
Man, I wish this trial was
Did
televised.
she need help?
Yeah,
Taylor?
no.
I mean, I understand
Are
why.
you a monster?
It's not.
I helped her.
You should have helped her, but did she need help beyond what you could help her with? Okay. What about the baby? Did the baby need help? That you couldn't provide. But could you provide help with that baby? The help that she needed to survive.
No, I couldn't help. Couldn't help.
But why didn't you call 911 from the house? From Reagan's house?
I don't know.
Because you needed to leave?
You needed to get to Idabel to fulfill your year-long lie and fantasy of having Wade's baby girl. That's what you needed. Is that not what you needed? Because it sure looks like that's what you chose.
I would have never lied.
I just want to know one thing. How did you ever think that this plan was going to work out without you getting caught?
Yeah.
How did you think this was ever going to work?
I never planned on doing this.
At the point that it happened,
I knew I was gonna be caught.
and you said you told me you got to prove everybody wrong. You had this baby girl that you wanted to have and lied about having. When you were driving to the hospital, not getting that baby medical attention, how did you think this was ever going to work out?
Was it?
Then why did you think it was? Why did you do what you did? That's what we want to know. Why you did what you did.
I don't know why I did it. I don't.
I don't have anything else.
All right, I'm done. 5:40 p.m.
Probably.
We'll get you to the restroom. We'll get you booked in. We do need to get some, if you don't mind, some fingerprints from you up here. We'll get you to the restroom first and then get you printed, okay? And then they're probably gonna print you in
Okay, so yeah, this
jail
is the
too,
same
okay?
day.
So, all
Yeah.
right,
the last
it's
one.
5:40. We are done.
Yeah, see, that's a handcuffed belt there that she
Okay.
has on.
I'm glad because I was like, girl, why are you trying to
We
show
go to
me
the
that?
restroom, so after that, and after the fingerprint, we probably gotta put that on. You go ahead and grab your mask.
All right.
Can I go with this?
Bring that with you.
Mm. Gosh, she's the worst.
She
All
is.
right.
And
Yes.
I mean, I get that she probably can't answer why. I think she started the lie And then it just snowballed. And it got so far, she felt desperate. Instead of just coming clean, she thought she was going to get away with this.
Mm-hmm. I really think that she did it as a way to get out and as a way to get away with it, even though it's like the dumbest plan ever to try to get away with. But pure desperation. And again, if it was about the baby, she knew how far along that baby was.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not stupid to know that baby would not have probably survived without the hospital. So, God, that woman.
She's horrible.
Yeah, she is horrible. She's horrible and the worst. All right. So up next, we have, let's see, a Taylor jail call that is from November 25, 2020. So this is shortly, well, not sure. What day was she arrested? I forget. It was in October, if I remember right. So she's been arrested.
October 9th.
October 9th. Okay. Yeah. She's been in jail for a little while. So let's go ahead and listen. We have 4 of these to listen to today.
Yes.
And then that's it. So I'm going to press play and I want to go potty real quick. Let me make sure the volume's on.
I so see a deep dive.
I know.
Leg.
Me too.
That's a hint. Leg. Start deep diving.
Because I know why they didn't televise this trial. It's it's a really hard trial to do, a horrific one.
And because she pled guilty. And it was in Texas, and it was more so it could be a capital punishment. So it wasn't your traditional trial. So I'm not as surprised.
Well, and such high profile and for a death row jury, right? Because it has to be a death qualified panel that, I don't know did they sequester that? We don't know. I don't know. But I could see how they wouldn't want their decision influenced, anything to get in the way to convict her on this horrific crime she committed. Yeah. But wait, didn't you FOIA stuff for this one?
I did. Okay. Haven't heard. I just went and checked. Haven't got anything today. But I FOIA'd it last week.
Yeah. That'd be great. So we may revisit this very soon or not, or save it for, who knows what we're going to, we're just here. We're just showing up talking about things we would anyway together, even if we weren't on camp. So, all right, let's listen to this jail call. These jail calls are between her and her mother.
For acceptance.
I'm going to go potty real quick.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect. Charges for your call have been accepted.
I was thinking about what you told me yesterday. Is there a way that you could put it in a letter?
I thought about that, but then, no, because it would, regardless, I think the reason that they were wanting me to say it now is because tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so everything's shut down, and that gives you 2 prominent days because everybody is pretty much gone the rest of the week. So nobody will be back until Monday.
I know, but the calls are recorded. They can listen to them anytime they want to.
Yeah, but I was specifically told nobody would be back until Monday.
Not to what?
I was told nobody would be back until Monday.
Yeah, but,
Well, if I write it in a letter, I would only hope that who I give it to could just stick it in,
well,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but I don't know. What would it benefit me knowing?
Well, to me, it was a lot of answered prayers. That's for sure.
Well, can you? So tell me what you can. If you tell me what you want to, then I guess.
Well, pretty much I was shackled, I can tell you that. And when I was sitting in the office with them, they told me to not ask any questions because they couldn't answer any of my questions. They said that it was their job to not listen to the newspapers or social media or things of that nature because they feel that the opinions are what get to people. And then they said that they can't be bought, nor can they be persuaded. And they said with that in mind, they said when I arrived on the 14th, I actually arrived late. I was supposed to be here earlier on the 14th. But apparently court in New Boston got behind, so that's why I got here so late. So remember me calling you really late that night?
Yeah.
I guess y'all didn't.
We were already in, because remember we had gone to Oklahoma to see you. I'd made arrangements with that investigator to see you there, and the Texas Rangers got to you before we could get to you.
Okay, well then,
Yeah,
that kind of makes sense because
she's only been in jail for about a month and a half.
Yeah.
So this is like a month and a half after the murder. Sounds like they had kept her in Oklahoma. We're going to transfer her. And that's what she's complaining about. Which we can do. I wonder if they kept her in a different county jail, though, because that's not a very big area.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like rural county jails are not equipped to handle a high profile person, let alone have the room. Like even where I'm from, like the sheriff, I think our jail has like 30 places for inmates, and they will shift the inmates to a different county, a larger county's jail, while they're awaiting all the stuff to happen in my home county, not the one I live in now, but grew up in. So I bet she's not in a local jail, considering also what she did. They probably have her in a whole different one because they did that here in Ohio too with the Wagner family. Now, granted, they all did it together, but each person was held in a completely different county jail, some far away from where the actual crime happened in Pike County. And Jake, the son, but father of the baby that it all came from, he was kept all the way up here. So they can also keep inmates in completely other jails. And I wonder if that's what they did here with her. Also, no, I want to listen to this more before I say things about them.
The individual told me that they were trying to get to me early that day because arrangements had been made, but they had thought that they were too late because they got to me late. Well, I was supposed to go to court here because a specific judge by the name of had arrangements made with the DA that I was to be placed under a no bond. Well, because I got here late, I wasn't able to go to court on the 14th. So on the 15th, I was the 21st docket. And apparently some individuals had tried to arrange for me to be placed as a no bond. Well, couldn't go to court on the 15th. It was a different judge. That judge made arrangements for Jefferson.
Does she think she's going to get bonded out? Ma'am, you are facing capital murder. I can tell you right now, they ain't giving your ass a bond. You're sitting in there for capital murder, girl. Oh, I bet she's going to be like, but I had no prior record. I'm not a bad person.
To come get me out of my cell, put me as the first docket. She went over everything with me, and they placed me on a bond. They gave me a bond.
Did they?
Just like any other inmate.
So like $1 bazillion?
And so then they put me back in my cell. Well, of course, when the DA and them caught word that I had been placed on a bond, they had called and made arrangements with the bondsmen and stuff in Bowie County, I guess, to not, aid in helping me get released or anything of that nature.
What?
I don't believe that. I don't think they can do that.
I don't.
Nor would they do that. They're not going to be calling all.
No.
What was her bond? Let's look it up real quick. What was Taylor Parker's
I
bond?
thought originally it was $5 million, but that could have been something else we were
That was
watching.
Sarah Hartsfield's.
Oh, that was Sarah Hartsfield. Okay. I was like, somebody was $5 million lately.
Yeah. Taylor Parker's
Oh, let's see.
bond amount. $5 million for her too. Oh, wait, hold on. So her bond was set at a total of $5 million in Bowie County. So the total bail amount was divided across the charges: $2.5 million for capital murder, $1.5 million for murder, and $1 million for kidnapping. So this is before they got rid of the murder for baby Braxton. But the bond was later revoked by the judge, and she is currently awaiting execution on death row. Well, that part's not important. But first of all, if that's how high her bond is, none of those prosecutors are calling.
Yeah.
You don't have nobody's going to bail you out for that anyway. You don't have anything. You don't have any money. You don't have any collateral. You don't have nothing, girl. No
maybe
way.
She's going to be a millionaire.
Oh, I forgot from her mom here, who.
So you forgot.
Apparently,
Exactly.
Silly me. No way. Yeah, she is totally trying to accuse the government of wrongdoing. They don't have to go around telling people don't bail her out millions of dollars. They're just not gonna.
And then they were like, so do you understand that? And I said, yes, I understand. And the individual said bondsmen are throughout the state of Texas. There are also bondsmen in Arkansas that can aid people in Texas. You can use any bondsman throughout the state. You can use one in El Paso if they work a deal with you. Do you understand that? And I said, yes.
What's 10%? That's usually what you have to put down for a bond. 10% of $5 million is
500,000.
500,000?
I don't know.
50,000? No. I don't know. We don't. How much is it? Lady can write in the chat. Like, how much is it? But even then, with amounts this much, they require more than cash being put down. You can like sign away property, things like that. 500,000. Thanks, Savage. Doing us a math solid.
No, I did math well. I said 500,000. Half the mil.
Yes, Mary. That is what sounds like she's alleging. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like anybody had 500,000. Like Sarah Hartsfield, it was a cash, so you couldn't put up property.
That's true. Hers, I don't think. Hold on,
because they split it up across different charges. They probably didn't do it cash only, I wouldn't think. See, thank you, Bells. I did good math. Thank you. Llama will never admit that I did good math.
What? No.
Thank you, Savage. That's how I did it.
No, it doesn't say on
10%, you just
okay,
drop a zero. I was thinking that my little cheat didn't work when Llama said, no, I don't think that's right. But so I did good.
I don't know. All the gold stars for Teri today.
Pink, please.
And then they said, okay, with you understanding that, they asked me, they said, have you ever played Monopoly? And of course, Mom, I was in chains, and you know how you notice somebody and you know them, but you don't know them? Does that make sense? Like, you know how you're kind of like, I know this person. Why can I not think of who they are? Okay, that's who this person was. And of course, they're asking me these questions, and then they've already told me that I can't ask questions. So, things weren't making any sense to me. But anyways, they asked me if I've ever played the game Monopoly. I said yes.
Okay.
And they flopped a notepad and a pen down, and they said, when I say key note, you jot this down. So this is the piece of paper that I have.
Okay.
They said, keynote. You put up money or items, but in reality, you really aren't. These things can merely be seen as collateral. And I said, do you understand? And I said, yes. And
what does that have to do with Monopoly? I mean, I guess you can sell or, your houses and hotels, I guess, but okay. All right.
They said
I guess
collateral
you'll have a
as
get out of jail
in
free card.
deeds. Deeds as in like land, ownership of items,
Oh, so it could be both.
titles of things you may have. It really doesn't matter to a bondsman. And then they said keynote. They just have to know things have unbeknown, which I didn't know how to spell. I just spelled it UNDUNKNOWN, value, or so they are told it does. And so I wrote that down. And the individual in front of me said, that way you're not having to spend substantial amounts of cash.
Okay.
And so I wrote that down. And they were like, do you understand that? And I said, yes. And they were like, when you contact a bondsman, they said this is key. And so I wrote this down. They said, shall each bondsman a prominent, and they did quotation with their fingers, a prominent individual made a list of bondsmen to contact, and they, as in the bondsman you're contacting, in quotation with their fingers, were at the top of the list. You were told if they couldn't help you, they could put a favor in with someone who possibly could. And the individual told me that the prominent, all of these key factors, Kathy and Shauna would be able to work this out. They used you and Grandma's name. And they used Grandma's name first. Kathy and Shauna would know to work, what all of this could work out, what all of this meant. But anyways, listen, then the individual was like, so you have all that written down? I said, yes. And they said, I'm going to go over your bond out requirements. And I said, okay. And they told me to write them down, and which I did. They said, weekly parole visits. You will be required on a specific day and time to report in weekly. So I wrote that down. I'm required to wear a GPS satellite location tracking collar on my ankle. I'm prohibited to the consumption of drugs or alcohol, which there is testing weekly at the parole visit. I'm not allowed to leave the state of Texas. And then depending on if my parole visits are in because my state is Arkansas and Texas, the individual said that it may be Texas or Arkansas that, like, I can't leave. And I'm prohibited to go within 100 yards of a public school. And the individual said, do you understand what your bond out requirements are? And I went to say something. They were like, it's a yes or no question. Do you understand what your bond out requirements are? And I said, yes. And they said, okay, your final bond out requirement is when you are told your date and time to report to court, do you understand that you are to report to court at that date and time? And I said, absolutely, I understand that. And they were like, okay, now we're returning to our monopoly. That stuff will be returned to you as long as you follow your bond out requirements. And I still
don't understand the Monopoly reference here, but okay.
Yeah.
Does somebody else understand the Monopoly reference? Because I don't see how it relates.
And
but okay.
I don't get the Arkansas thing.
I don't know. She's so dumb. She took notes. She does seem like she thinks people are going to put up that kind of money to let her out. You're crazy. You're crazy. For what you did. Nah, nobody's bailing your ass out. I got news for you. Because remember, like, they put up the money, right? And if you skip out or something, they're out. They're out that money. And you're pretty risky you're a pretty risky investment if you're also,
Yeah.
in a capital fucking murder case, right?
Yeah.
So ain't nobody doing this.
And you don't
Nobody's
get that
doing it.
10% back.
No, you do not.
Who
No.
has 500,000 to just give away?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you don't get it back. The bondsmen do not give it back to you. Wild.
Your bond out requirement and the additional requirement that I read to you. Does that make sense?
So did they give you the bond card?
Do what?
Did they give you any names of the bond people?
They gave me one to start with. They said start with this one. A Stephen in Batesville, Arkansas.
Okay, I don't have anything to write with out here, so you're going to have to give me that tomorrow.
Okay, but this is what's even weirder, Mom. Okay, so they said to start with this guy. And also, when we got done, the individual said, surprisingly, me being in the position I am, my own child was received a capital murder charge because she was addicted to dope and accidentally killed 3 children in a wreck. And she was like, she said, I've been through this. You would have not been given the bond if we literally thought you were just a bad person. We just want you to know that.
That's not.
Oh,
I just said thank you.
I don't know about, if it could be a law you have to mandate bond. I don't know if that's state by state or what, because some you have to no matter what. It can be astronomical. But I'm going to go with girl, you ain't special.
That they don't think she's a bad person.
I think so.
Because the bondsman doesn't care if you're good or bad. Just wants to know you're going to show up for court and you got the money.
Yeah. Well, I think the person she's getting this info from is not the bondsman per se, but after she was given the bond, they do go through everything and make sure you understand it when you sign. It was probably because she probably hasn't gotten it was probably a public defender, but I know here, because it's such a large city that I live in, you don't get your actual lawyer right away for the arraignment and things, those initial ones, your initial arraignment or plea or whatever. That's just a lawyer you get one, but it's not going to be your trial one.
From soup to nuts.
And I'm sure it's the same in Texas as it is here. You have to be a death qualified attorney as well. It's a whole extra thing. Like here in Ohio, we only have so many death penalty attorneys, public defenders as well. I'm sure you do, but that's a whole. Sometimes they don't come on right away anyway. So it could have been somebody like that. It could have been the bailiff. I don't know if it was a Zoom in hearing, right? They do just go over things and that's it. So I bet that was just somebody explaining to her. And a lot of this is what anyone would be.
Yeah.
Their instructions if they bonded out, but ain't nobody bonding her ass out. No way.
And she said and they said, that's it, you can leave. And they stood me up and I was walking out and the individual said, Miss Parker. And I turned around and they said, tell Charlotte and Mark they're welcome. I wasn't able to help them with Blaze, but I hope that this helps Kathy, Shauna, and them both.
So, I don't, so this individual's daughter had an accident that killed 3 girls?
Yeah, that killed, I guess, 3 kids on the state highway a long time ago. And I guess she received the capital murder charge. But the individual was telling me that She gave me like in which I didn't understand any of it. She gave me an example when she was going over the monopoly deal. She said, for instance, a deed. She was like, a 40-acre deed, can be worth, she said like $30,000. She said we had to, she said her and her mother got just a piece of paper, and what they did is they put together everything that was on that piece of property to show what the value was to be, this substantial amount of money. I can't remember what exactly she said. And then they got it, they took it to their bank friend and got it, they got it,
Right.
no, not appraised. No, not appraised. They got it where, kind of like you go to the courthouse and somebody notarized. They got it notarized, and that's what they turned in with their deed. And pretty much that's what they put up. I guess when they got her, as in their monopoly,
Okay.
I don't know. The way that I was understanding it is they put it up as like collateral, and as long as when they let her daughter, I guess they let the individual's daughter out, and she did get to come out. I think the lady said she got like 4 or 5 months out. But when they, told her to go to court, she was out during the court stuff, and then she got her sentence, and, of course, went away for once they sentenced her. But she did get 4 or 5 months out, but they gave her back those whatever, her collateral, her monopoly, what they call monopoly money. They gave that back to her because they followed the whatever. They followed her requirement.
But also, this individual's daughter who allegedly was high and killed 3 children in an auto accident is significantly different situation than what you did, Taylor. And that kind of, that's going to put a little bit of a problem into people wanting to bail you out.
I mean,
those are very, very different situations, ma'am. But okay. Okay.
And she showed up and all of that. So, I mean, I didn't know if that's what she meant by asking me if I understood them, if, it was something that I could do. I thought I was going to be released right then the way that she was acting, but that wasn't the case. So.
You thought you were getting ready to be released, and you you brutally murdered a woman and took out her child. You thought they were going to let you go that day.
What? Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely her prison. She keeps saying individual. It is definitely one of the girls in jail with her. That sounds like a whole lot of jail info. You thought you'd be walking out after what you did. Ma'am. I'll be honest, I'd probably want to just stay in fucking jail.
That's exciting. You might
because what are people going to do to you outside of jail? I'd be like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to stay in here. Because believe it or not, it's probably safer for her to be in fucking jail.
But you know what? She really believes that she's going to go home. That's the thing that I'm just like,
like, I know there's a lot of hopium when you're locked up for any reason, right? Nobody wants to be locked up, and you're just hoping constantly they're going to let you out. For a lot of crimes, they do. But ma'am, you killed a woman and her unborn baby. I know they say it was bull, but I'm calling the baby an unborn baby because that's exactly what Braxlin was.
Yeah, because she delivered it. In the appeal, they do say the baby did have a pulse when the EMTs gave it the epinephrine. Her
well, that's interesting.
Did come back briefly.
This woman's unbelievable. Unbelievable. She's like Lori Daybell, unbelievable. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That does make her a live baby then. Yeah, that's true.
But I guess you need
I mean, I guess I'll contact Charlotte. Obviously, this individual knows her and tried to help her with Blaze.
Yeah, because that was the last thing she said. Tell Charlotte and Mark they're welcome.
Nope, you lost
I was
Terry.
unable to help with Blaze. So hopefully this helps Kathy, Shauna, and them both, was the last words that this individual said to me. I'll call y'all tomorrow, Mom. That way you can get this person's number, because she did, the individual said that, I mean, you got a time frame, so.
Oh, you're back now.
Do you have her number?
Who?
You said so I have time to. What did you say? You'll talk to me tomorrow so I can get her number?
I'll give you, so I can give you that guy's name and stuff of where to start. That's where she said to start, and all this other stuff.
I know
That
they
way,
tried to give it CPR, but
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
but she said she talked.
give the baby CPR. Because that one doctor at the beginning of the hospital interrogation said he had tried CPR on the baby.
Yeah.
But goodness.
She spoke with somebody from y'all's side of the family that she knows. So, I mean, I don't.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
Nope.
The individual was very blunt with me. So, I mean, I didn't get details.
Okay. Well, nobody's contacted my side of the family.
Well,
I mean,
that you know, I mean, that you know of, I guess.
I mean, I'm in contact with everybody, and nobody has said anything about that. So anyway, you got 30 seconds, love.
All right.
We eat tomorrow at noon, so if you want to call at noon,
I'll try.
Or,
I love y'all.
All right, love you too. Bye bye.
Right, love you. Bye.
It's probably our kid in the background there. Oh my goodness.
I mean, as a mom, I would be sitting there going, do you really think we are going to be able to bond you out, girl?
Right. Are you serious?
I mean,
You gotta, yeah. There's no way. No way. All right. So this next one is from the next day, again, between Taylor
and it's
and
on
her.
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Hold for acceptance. Hello, this is a prepaid. Charges for your call have been accepted.
Hey,
It's true.
so we're all gathered around.
Oh, hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Hey. Happy Thanksgiving to you, dear.
You know,
So,
you know how awkward
I,
that is.
I'm like going,
Yikes.
I'm feeling awkward if I was one of the family members.
Yeah. I mean, I've been there for jail and prison calls with the family for holidays. It's a little awkward, but especially awkward probably in this case because the people I know weren't in there for like crazy shit like this.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Wow.
all right, we were all getting ready to. We were fixing to bless the dinner and fixing to start eating.
Oh, well, y'all go ahead and bless it. Don't let me get in the way. That way you can eat.
All right. Hey, Taylor, have you already had lunch? Did they do anything special for y'all?
I actually had a very sweet individual that brought me a plate of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
They brought me.
I think individual is code for somebody at jail.
2 rolls, chicken and dressing. I got some turkey, cranberry sauce. They brought me a salad. I got some like sweet potatoes. It was like sweet potatoes and yams mixed, which was different because they were like different textures, but it was really good. And it had like marshmallows and this like sweet sauce with it. And then it was like some strawberry Cool Whip like cake. It was really, really good.
Oh my God, how wonderful.
Yes.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's wonderful. Wonderful to hear.
Yes. So I got to have a very wonderful Thanksgiving lunch.
Is she gonna ask about her kids?
That's nice. Very nice.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Do you want me to let y'all go? That way y'all can bless and eat for a few minutes and then call
Do you
you
want to talk
back?
to your daughter
Or-
that lives there?
No, unless we can sit out here and talk to you.
Okay. Well, hey, can I talk to you for just a second before y'all, or have y'all already blessed it? And then I'll talk to Em.
Yes, we've already blessed our dinner. Zachary just stepped out.
Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Bubba. How are
Going
you?
on? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How's Mr. Cooper?
I'm
Growing like a
good.
weed, looking like his daddy every day.
But-
Good, good, good,
I
good. I
mean,
miss you.
I can just say from personal experience, you try to make these holiday phone calls just feel like they're just calling from somewhere else on both sides because it's
Do you?
a
Okay.
really weird situation to be in. And so both sides of the conversation usually just kind of pretend as if the other person's just away on
Oh,
work or
okay.
something like that because it's really hard for both people
'Cause,
or
I
both
mean,
sides on a holiday, you know?
I was that man. She asked him how his child was.
Yeah.
You
But
killed a woman and a child. Why
mhm,
would you
mhm.
ask somebody about their child? I would be offended if somebody asked me how my child was when you killed a child.
Yeah.
That's just me.
But I'm just especially on holidays, you'll have if you are
Fake
having,
it.
you know,
Fake it
somebody,
till
a
you
loved one
make it.
incarcerated, pretty much.
Okay.
That's how a lot of the conversations go.
Okay.
Because, you know, you just kind of pretend they're somewhere else and, you know, just go about as if it's as close to a normal conversation as you can have. Um,
Wow.
but I don't think this is that
Okay.
weird for a
Okay.
holiday. So,
Okay.
but also the people I knew were not in there for, you know, murder.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just specify. But even for low level crimes, you know, it's still the
They're still
same.
somewhere else. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense because I'm like sitting here
Mhm.
going, "Why are we pretending? You did something
It,
horrible, girl."
yeah. But not even just on her side, but like to be that person
Anyone.
receiving a
Okay.
call from an inmate, like it's a lot to have someone that you love and care about incarcerated. It's
Okay.
real, it's hard on the non-incarcerated person too. But this isn't, you know, this is pretty normal
Okay.
for most
I feel
people.
better you telling me that because
So,
I was being very judgy.
I mean, sure, go ahead and judge. I'm not saying don't judge. I'm just saying we're not going to address anything that happened. It's the holidays. We're going to just, uh, that side could definitely probably be feeling those things at this moment, right? Because
Right.
there was even like when you have somebody that you love and care about that's incarcerated and you go to the family holidays, it's a giant elephant in the room. And
Oh,
especially when it's your person, right? Because
makes
nobody
sense.
knows what to say, nobody knows what to do, nobody knows how to handle it. And they won't talk about it or they'll just pretend everything is still nice for that day, especially with the first holiday. The first
That makes sense.
round of holidays is very hard on a person, a non-incarcerated person to be communicating with them,
Okay.
you know, because it does. People don't really think about the family portion of this,
And
and
it was
it's
just
really
hard
complicated.
because you'd want them with you and not there. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's a lot.
So, all the niceties, right?
Makes sense
I
now.
think it's just being polite, quite frankly, because
I
I
thought
bet
they were
every
just
single
being
person,
Southern.
well, Southern, but I'm not Southern, and it was the same thing in
Same.
my
Okay.
experiences. You know, we would pass the phone around to everybody in the room, you know, all the aunts, uncles, my cousins, like, so grandma, and everyone would have a few-minute conversation. And it is exactly like
Like
what's
that.
happening
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Um, So I'll just say that. And she sucks. But for the family, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
Okay. Hopefully at a point we'll be able to see each other again.
I hope so. I do hope so.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there will be. Got to get through the process.
Oh yeah, things are looking good. I've had
Yeah. That right there, that's just a Hopium response. Because, you know, you don't want to be the asshole. You're like, well, you're never going to be here again. I mean, some people, but like that, he doesn't believe that.
Yeah.
He knows better
Well,
than
she says
that,
things are
but
going well, so she's getting ready to tell him how well it's going.
yeah.
come along a lot of good people. So
Good. You're going to need a lot of good people in your life. You need God in your life. The
oh
number
yeah,
one,
I'm telling
number
you.
one person.
He definitely opened some doors and answered a lot of prayers. So y'all keep them coming.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How's it? How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
Yeah,
Keep them.
I'm doing okay. I went to medical and they checked me and my heart's doing okay. It's still fluttering, but they're monitoring it. So they're working on, I guess I got to have a bulb test done and I have to go to the hospital for it. So they got to schedule that.
Okay. Well, we'll be praying for you.
All right. Well, I love you.
I love you too. Keep your head held high. Keep doing what you're doing. And
I will.
make it through it.
All right.
I'm going to get phone back to Mom and Emerson.
Okay.
Bye, Taylor.
Bye.
Okay, so I took y'all speaker. So
Okay.
let me, what did you?
So on the way back from medical, you know, the officer that you had told me what you heard was good, but don't get on her bad side.
Jefferson? Uh-huh.
Yes. She won't supposed to say the name.
No.
Anyways, it's fine. She asked if I had done like I was supposed to, and I told her yes. And she asked me what you had said, and I told her exactly what you had told me, you know, with it being holiday weekend, that, you know, you had to work Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, but that you had a little bit of time that you'd, you know, get started on it. And
yeah.
She sounded like put out. She was like, you really don't know how this works, do you? And
no, we don't.
No,
that's
what I told her.
You don't really know how this works. So you're not getting out, bitch. All right. Oh.
I was like, no, we don't. I was like, we've never had to do this. I was like,
I've never killed anyone before this time.
People. You know, we don't know how it works. And she was like, these people work 24/7. She was like, you need to jump. She was like, you need to tell her she needs to jump on before Monday and Tuesday. And I was like, well, it's a holiday, being a holiday weekend. I just don't know when she has the time is all I'm trying to say. I was like, but she will get to it as soon as she can. I can tell you that.
I will call tomorrow.
I mean, tomorrow or Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't matter to me. Whenever you have the time, get to it. It's not that big of a deal.
So I'm confused. What was the purpose of them taking you to that meeting? Did you leave the jail, or did you just go down the hallway or something?
No, I went to
in a car. Did you leave?
I did not leave in a car, but I went down the elevator.
Okay.
I was in this building, but I was on either
Did you go where you meet your attorney at?
No. I meet my attorney on this floor. I was off of this floor.
Okay. Did that lady say that it was her daughter that got out?
No, she said it was a daughter. She didn't.
Someone's daughter.
Yeah, someone's daughter. It was an example she gave me.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was her specific daughter.
Does Nancy sound familiar?
Nancy Yeah, that's the judge that gave me my bond.
No, I'm talking about the lady that said, tell Mark and Charlotte, sorry we couldn't help Blaze. We're trying to find out who that lady is.
That's who I think it is.
Who?
The person I just said.
You thought that was the judge?
Yeah, that's who I think it was. That's the only person, that's the only thing that why her face looked familiar to me. I've never seen this lady other than here at this place.
What is she saying?
Is she trying to say that the judge is the person who told her how bond works? And
Right,
told
which
her,
they-
sorry that we couldn't help so-and-so, but maybe this will help you?
Yeah.
Because a judge wouldn't do that.
And you would also know that it was you wouldn't forget that it's the judge because it's kind of a big deal. What is she saying?
I don't know.
Okay, but that judge had nothing to do with Charlotte and Mark, though. Was she a bail bondsman? Do you think she was a bail bondsman?
She did some stuff outside of Bi-State before she was specifically here, but I mean, I can't research the lady. I don't know anything about her, Mom. Honestly. Yeah. I mean, I ain't been in trouble to know, prominent people like this.
Me either.
That's not what she's asking.
But I mean, the way, I didn't want to be on Jefferson's bad side, so I was just like, okay. And I told her, I was like, I was under the assumption, I was told yesterday we weren't getting our hour, and she's like, you're getting your hour. And of course, I was bawling. She's like, wipe your face. There ain't no reason to cry. So wiping my face. But
I guess.
But anyways, let me talk to him for the rest of my time. That way.
Okay. Okay.
Before you hand it to the phone, I called Dad.
Yeah.
I did call Dad.
I talked to Charlotte last night.
Okay. Well, I called Dad, and he's like, yeah, your mom will get right on it. He pisses me off.
Well, I mean,
he can't do a damn thing.
No, he can't.
Wow.
No, he can't.
It's kind of like, for once in your life, step out and do something. Just offer to do something. That's what I told him. Just offer to do something.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, let's save our minutes because I don't get paid again until, and I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
That's all I hear about when I call you.
Anyway. So I called Charlotte, and I'm just trying, I asked her, I said, who, this is what they said, and apparently Mark told Charlotte also. So anyway, she was going to contact Nancy.
I don't know.
She's a bail bondsman. And did you say Nancy?
Nancy, the judge that gave me my bond. She was the one that apparently.
Is she the one that looked up and said? Is she the one that looked up and said, "I'm sorry, I couldn't help"? I'm trying to figure out who said Kathy and Shauna.
This lady that would talk to me is who I've been playing Clue in my head. I'm just trying to figure out who she is. I don't know if she's a judge I don't know who she is. Honestly, I don't know who she is. I don't know. I don't know if she
was one of her inmates. Is what it was.
Maybe you should ask the one that the other one.
Well, if I figure out who it is, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to tell you, a different way. I guess I don't know.
2 letters.
Mm-hmm.
One and the other.
Yeah. I guess we can play hangman. Hangman, or what's that one? 2 syllables.
Yeah, sounds like.
Right. Sounds like.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, okay. So here's Emerson. Okay.
Okay.
Is this okay? Good. We're not playing her talking to her daughter. Okay, good. Thank you for making sure that was cut out, Amy. No, thank you.
Why would she believe her daughter's telling her the truth about anything? Is my only thought.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong for being that way?
No, I think that's a very fair point. I mean, do I think she's doing a lot of hearing her at this point? Probably. I don't know if she's doing it so much for Taylor's sake as more for herself. I don't know. And I know, like, I can only say from my own personal experience of having somebody incarcerated, it's a lot. And I feel for her. I understand like what she did, and it might be weird at first. Like, how is everyone supporting? Well, it's only been a month and a half.
Right.
And it's very common, even when somebody's charged with this, for the family to keep
Well,
talking to
it's
them and
still their loved
everything.
one.
It is. And this is her mom, right? Trying to figure
Yeah.
out what's going on. Now, her mom has not said anything about bailing her ass out.
Mm-mm.
She just wants to know who is saying what and what she should look out for. Because also, she is the one taking care of her daughter,
Mhm.
you know, and regardless, all right, her children, she is now incarcerated. And it is a very different relationship to have and be in. Um, so I can't imagine it as a smaller child,
Yeah, I
only
can't
as an
either.
adult, and it was awful. So I can't imagine what it was like for her kids too. So I think her mom's trying to find out a lot of information, but I wouldn't say yet, so far in what we've heard, it doesn't sound like she's being like, yes, we're gonna get you out,
Right.
nah, but when somebody's in there too, you do kind of just listen to them talk. I mean, you can't make anything better. They know you can't
Right.
either. But sometimes you just have to let people say things. But what an entitled bitch about her dad. Why
Maybe
don't
he
you do
doesn't
something?
have.
You're in jail for a double murder, basically, at this point.
Yeah. What do you want
And
him to offer to do? It's like she didn't call him because
right.
she loved him or missed him. She called him because she expected that he was going to do something to get her out of this, which
Mm-hmm.
makes me think this girl's never been held accountable for anything.
Mm-mm. No, I thought that was very, very interesting. Wow,
Wow.
that says a lot. Um, that says
And
a
I
lot.
looked up
And
who
there,
Charlotte is. Charlotte is her dad's ex-wife.
oh, okay. But um,
So this,
wild.
yeah.
All right. So this next one is from, I'll say on the screen, hold on. December 30th. So about a month after the last one we heard. So let's see how things have
Accepted.
evolved.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
you still on your call?
No, I'm off.
Okay. I was going to let you know I got commentary today, and it was all great. So there's nothing you got to change on it.
Okay. But the New Year's coming up, I'm going to go ahead and place next week's order.
Well, I was going to talk to you about that. But first, I want to tell you, if you haven't read the Guardian books, oh my God, Mom, you have to read them.
I have time to read them.
What? Yeah, you can find time.
But I can listen to them. I can listen to them while I'm driving.
Okay, well then do that because I am already 200 pages into the first book. Like these are better than the Key trilogy. Okay, so my favorite was the Key trilogy, and then the Irish one would come second. But this one is topping both of those off.
Cool.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Good deal. So what were you going to say about next week's order?
Write something down for me. I know
Okay.
Are you working tomorrow?
I work from home tomorrow.
Okay. Do me a favor tomorrow. Write this down. You got a pen?
I'm writing.
Okay. Phyllis, Phyllis. Andrea, Andrea. Dawson, Dawson. That's Granny up here. She took care of me last week when I didn't have any commissary and stuff. She has a PR bond of $90. tomorrow, because I know you're not going to have time today because you're there working, but tomorrow morning, will you write down A1 bond and ask them if they can tell them that she's here at By State and she's got the money on her books for her $90 bond. Can they come use that to bond her out?
Her name is Phyllis Andrea Dawson.
Yes.
Okay.
So call first thing in the morning, and then I'm going to try to get out, and I will call you. I'm going to try to get out earlier tomorrow, and I will call you and let me know what they say. So hold off on my order, because Granny has your name and your number and stuff. So let's just see if they can actually come over and get her out. So hold off on my order. Okay.
Okay. So she has $90 in her commissary that she's wanting to use.
Yes, she should, because she's been a trustee up here. She's the one when Miss Russian wouldn't let me use the phone or out for my hour. She's the one that went and told Kennedy, and Kennedy come and let me out to call the kids for Christmas, because I had rushing the 2 days that you had Trey.
Oh, so she's having her mom get a hold of another inmate's family, it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Or she asked her mom to call the bail bondsman to see if they would take the $90 that are on Phyllis's commissary books and apply that to her $90 bond.
Mm-hmm.
When has a bond ever been this $90?
I mean, that's kind of wild, because if you got $90 in commissary, then why didn't you? Maybe it got super duper lowered, which could be, right? Maybe it was like a $7,000 bond and it got lowered to
Now
like
she's saying that she was
$900.
a trustee or something.
Yeah, trustee means like when you've been there for a while
Oh.
and you have good marks and everything. You usually get a job, you get a different cell pod group. So that way, you generally, that means that they plan on being there for a while. That they're not going to be bonded out. That's how you end up becoming like a trustee in the jail. But then you're not in like the pod where they put in all the new people constantly, which sucks, right? Because you don't know who's coming in on any day, and it can totally like throw off the entire dynamic.
And I'm going to be good. I'm not going to go look up what Phyllis did to see why she's in prison. I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, like when Alec tried to get his sister-in-law to put money on his Sully's books. I mean, yeah, these kind of, again, this is also a very normal kind of phone call. They'll ask you to do XYZ for them because you're on the outside, and it's very like annoying. I'll be honest. It's very, very annoying at times. But that's interesting.
I wouldn't have got my phone calls without her. Plus, she knows DC, so but she's got your name and number. But if you'll do that first thing tomorrow morning, I mean, I think A1 Bond, they work 24/7. So if you have time today,
but if Phyllis has $90 in their commissary, unless their commissary is different than their phone. Well, one of the things they've done in recent years is actually your commissary is very different than like your phone and your tablet. So like at our county jail, you have money for your commissary, and then every single jail is different, which is, don't even get me started into the ridiculous racket it all really is. But here in our county jail, you put, I forget what site it is, right? But you put money for how much to your phone number only, right? So like if I put $25 on your phone, that person can only call me.
Okay, so like when I talked to Addison's ex in jail and I had to put money, and it was on my phone number only, so she couldn't use it to call anybody else.
But some jails are not like that, right?
Okay.
Where you can call whoever you want. with that phone money. But usually phone and your commissary money is considered different. Can you convert commissary to phone? I don't know, because I've never been in that position.
Can you convert commissary to bond?
No, I don't. I also think the answer to that is no. You get it when you get out.
I was
They
like, say,
have to
who's going
write
to cut the
you.
check or the
Yeah,
cash?
they do have to write whatever you have left on your commissary. But like, so for
Okay.
example, if anybody gets arrested and goes to this jail and knows my number, I think I still have like $2 on there from many years ago. Apparently, you can call my number for like $2. But it's crazy because like here, it's like, I don't know, 10, 20 cents a minute. It's very cheap here. Other places, a 20-minute phone call is like $8, $5 to $8 for a 20-minute phone call.
I want to say
It's been a
that I
while.
spent like 5 and we talked for like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But you had to do a minimum of $25 on the account to even start it.
Mm. I thought she got it from working, so maybe it's not even commissary. They can, again, it varies jail by jail. That is very true. I mean, even in Ohio, our jails are ran very differently. Sometimes the money, it's not very much money,
Right.
but like you could put it towards like these special packages and stuff. I don't know. Again, jail by jail is different, so I can't say how it's used here. I just on what I know. I'm surprised more don't have for the phone route of like you have to put the number on your phone, because I think that makes a lot more sense for tracking calls. But anyway,
Yeah, if you have time this evening, call today and see if you can do it. I'm going to tell her you're going to call, and we might not know something until in the morning. But anyways, Miss James didn't turn, and I asked Miss Jefferson about it, and she told me Miss James didn't turn in her trustee form to show her time served. So she had to go back out and see Judge Talley, and he gave her a PR bond with the $90. And she's got the money, but
And this is
an
Miss Dawson?
OR bond.
yeah, this is Miss Dawson. She's old. I mean, she ain't got no teeth. I gave her one of my granola bars. She's like, baby, I can't eat that. I ain't got no teeth. I was like, where are your teeth at? She's like, they're at the house.
Okay, but I thought you said something.
I wonder if they put her in the trustee cell in the pod. Probably, maybe. Less likely something happening to her if she's in with the group that doesn't want to lose their privileges and stuff. So I wonder.
Well, I lied. I looked her up.
Oh.
She has a record going back to she got a lot of records. Since 1982, she's been in and out. Robbery, drugs, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, prostitution, theft.
Oh, Phyllis, girl.
Phyllis has had a rough time.
Miss James.
Miss James is our sanitation. She's the one that's over the trustees. So when Miss Dawson was supposed to be released on the 22nd of December, but Miss James didn't turn in her time. So Miss Jefferson come back here and told her that, she'd turn in her time served. Well, when she did it, she had to go back to court, and Judge said, well, I'll give you a PR bond of $90. And she's like, okay, well, that doesn't help me, because she's like, I can't get a hold of anybody. She's like, I don't have money, on a phone deal. I don't have family that can set that up. So he's like, well, you can just stay in there till the 8th. But she got a letter today that she was supposed to get on last Thursday, but because of the holidays, she didn't get it until today. And they told her that because she was in jail for 30 days, that they were going to cancel her Social Security and her disability check for the month of January. So I told her, I was like, no, I'll call and see. I was like, I'll help you. So she helped me out, so I want to help her out.
Okay.
She deserves it.
Do you know her date of birth?
Hold on just a second. I'll ask her.
I can give it to you. Hold on, man. Let me go get it. Let's see if it shows me her date of birth.
What's your date of birth?
It doesn't show me.
7.
Okay.
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 Okay. I'm gonna just call whenever you can, and then I'll call you tomorrow. But I want to save the minutes that we have. That way, you don't have to put any on my books.
Okay. I'll call at 3 o'clock. So if you're ready to get out, anytime after 3 o'clock, I should know something.
Okay. Ask them if they can come over and do it, and if they, I don't know how that shit works, but if they can't, ask them if you can like pay $90 over the phone, and she'll call you when she gets out and meet you to pay you back.
I'm not going to I'm not going to meet anybody. I'll just do it for her, but I don't want to meet and get you paid back or anything like that. If she helps you out, that's great, but try to think about situations that you put me in, Taylor, okay?
Finally, Mom.
Well, I'll take care of this one.
We just ask them if they'll do that first. Yeah, just ask them if they'll come over and do that first before you do it.
But she says she has $90 in her commissary. She has a $90 PR bond, and she has that much money in her commissary.
She said it's on her books.
On her books. On her books.
Yes.
Okay.
And you got to call
$90.
Yes,
A1 bond.
Yes.
She's in the bi-state.
Yes.
Which is the 4-story building, right?
Yes, it's one where I'm at.
Okay. And dinner conversation.
Okay. All right, I'll do that at 3 o'clock.
Okay. Have you talked to Em?
No, I haven't. I haven't talked to her. Believe it or not, she's with her brother. Apparently, Donnie had a doctor's appointment in Tyler, so she spent the night over there.
Oh.
Well, which is good for her, good for Trey. That's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah. It's just something that's got to play out on its own. It's got to happen naturally. I can't have Em thinking that I'm keeping her away from her dad. So I just have to let things play out.
Yeah.
And we have our final custody hearing on February 23rd.
February 23rd? Okay. Well, that's good.
Okay, call me if you can call me. Do not call between 11 and 12.
Okay, 11 and 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's your conference meeting time?
Yeah, and I'm on the phone. I have to stay unmuted. Okay.
Okay.
So I had to run out of my office real quick. So anyway, okay, I love you. Bye.
Okay, I love you too. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, okay.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from. Charges for your call have been accepted.
Hello.
Hey, did you leave me a message?
I did.
Okay, I haven't listened to it. I just called I tried to call you earlier, but it's storming really bad here and the lights flickered and then our phones weren't working.
So what my message said was, is A1 bonding is completely, they're closed permanently. So I called By State and I got some information. And here's the deal. She's got a $3,000 bond. A $90 PR bond means that somebody has to take $90 in cash to the By State, like on one of the floors. They got their own company. And Taylor, I'm not doing that. I'm not driving to Texarkana.
Oh, no, I understand that. No, that's fine.
If someone helps you out, then you just need to, I will buy whatever it is that you borrow from them, and send it in your commissary. But please, I've got enough shit to take care of. And this is perfectly you trying to help everybody else. But you're in no position to help, and you just can't put me in this position. Now, if I could have, John would have had a shit fit, but if I could have put $90 on the credit card, it would have been fine. But to go through them, it costs $310, and I just can't do it.
Oh, no. She'll understand that. That's fine.
But that's what it is. It's it has to be $90 cash, and it has to be taken to the By State. That's what the bail bondsman told me.
Okay, I'll explain that to her. Can you? Why? Is there a way for her to still be able to get her Social Security and her disability check?
No
I
idea.
don't care so much,
Absolutely
Taylor.
no idea.
Is she trying to steal it from her?
I think that's so shitty.
January the 8th, she's going to have to get out, and she's going to have to go to the Social Security office.
Yeah. Well, it would have been longer than that, but DC got her in and got it moved up. So, that's better than having to wait longer. So, but she'll understand that. I'll explain it to her also. So,
but he said that's what has to happen. Somebody has to take $90 cash to, I think, a floor. It's a private company. They're in the By State on one of the floors. I think the second floor. Don't quote me on that, but they gotta take $90 cash, and then that's it. Because if you go through the bail bondsman, then I have to be fucking responsible for her showing up to court, and I can't do that.
Oh yeah,
you don't know this person.
I know she would, but I understand. I understand what you're saying. I'll tell her. Since I'm still out, I'll explain it to her.
Listen, it's Phyllis she's talking about, right?
Right.
Phyllis has been in this situation numerous times. All right. Phyllis knows what's going on.
Everybody, just so you know, she did get out on 12/29. Somebody bonded her out.
Oh, well,
and the good news is she has not been arrested in that county since then.
Well, there you go, Phyllis.
In that county, she has not.
In that county. So, all right. All right. But no, it's very common for people who've been in there for a long time to try to get new people in there to talk to people, to do all sorts of things.
And am I
Even
that
as trustees.
person? Because why isn't Taylor worrying about her shit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Colin,
but that's all that has to happen. She said that company, or he said that company can't take money off of her books. It has to be $90 cash, and that's it. Now, I don't know why, if she's got $90 on her books, why she can't, if your POs are so great, or COs, whatever the fuck they're called, if they're so great and care so much, why can't they? I just don't know. This is not.
I don't know. It was like when I see Bradley, I may ask her if she'll go pull $90 off the book and pay it for her.
That's all it's going to take, but it's going to have to be somebody there in Texarkana.
Oh yeah, no, I'll ask and see if she can do that.
So,
but that's fine. I appreciate you calling.
Okay, well, no problem.
Tell her.
Yeah, so that is exactly what's got to happen. And then she's out of there. $90 cash, and she's out of there.
Well, I mean, it won't hurt her to stay till the 8th anyway. So, I mean, she even said that herself.
But she doesn't have any family or anything.
She can't make a
friend?
She made her one phone call. She doesn't have anybody to load money on the phone. That's how shitty it is here. If you don't have, I guess family like you and stuff, then people are screwed when they come here. You get one phone call, and that's it.
That's how jail works, girl.
Unless you have family that puts money on a phone deal like you do.
She's been in so much that people don't want to help her
Okay,
anymore.
I think there's a way. I think there's a way that I can put money in an account. Taylor, that means you got to give your fucking pen and shit out. You know,
which
we're
not allowed to do.
Stuff out.
So that's the only way that. And you don't need to do that. I mean, she just.
Usually, if you give your PIN to anybody, you get in a whole lot of trouble.
Oh, really?
Because people so one, it causes a lot of problems. One, right? Let's say they're using somebody else's account to talk to somebody on the outside. It's not tracked back to the inmate trying to do it. That's problem number one. Problem number two is then inmates will get indebted to one another, which causes problems, right? I let you use, $2 on my account, and now you owe me usually double or more. Or whatever. So it's usually extremely prohibited. You will get a write-up if you are caught. Does it happen? Yes, it obviously does. But you're not supposed to really do that for, again, those reasons. And I'm sure there's more reasons, but I know.
No, I wouldn't get my pen out. That's not something I want to do. I mean, I know she wouldn't.
They'll also,
she
if you give your pen to somebody, they can go and clear your whole thing. And then what are you going to do? Fight them?
That would be like giving somebody your ATM card.
It's exactly like giving somebody your ATM card.
Why would you do that?
Exactly. Now, some people, especially if you're a super duper noob, they will force you to give it to them. Buy what they want for commissary. Use your it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Wouldn't be malicious with it, but still, I feel better not doing that. I'd rather be.
The only other thing you can do is if she gives you the number of somebody, and you call them.
I may try to do that. I'll explain it to her and then see if I can get maybe. I think. No, she has all boys. I'll ask her. I'll tell her though.
So,
are you fixing to go home?
Here in a minute, but I'm saying I can put money in some type of an account for you to call a different number other than mine. I think. But I don't know if I have to have that number or not.
Usually each number has to create its own account.
Well, if you have time before you leave, call and find out, and I'll try to call you back if I have time. But if not, then we'll try to do it tomorrow.
Why?
But let me ask her if I made the phone call for her. Because let me ask her first, because I don't want you to go through all that and then one of her, her kids not answer or care.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to put, I'll put $20, okay? $20 in an account. I call another phone number. Because listen, you can still use that to call Donnie's number for Emerson, but you're not there yet. I looked all ago and she's going.
Yeah, but you need to make sure that they won't take my medical stuff off of that first. Don't do that unless you know for sure that I'll get those minutes.
Yeah, and you have to remember too, Lady in Gray, why she's so eager to help Phyllis. Several reasons. One, because she's an idiot. Two, people who have been in and out, let's just say they can be very manipulative in jail. Good, they can be good inmates, but still, everybody's got a game to play, right? And also, by trying to help the other inmates makes her less guilty of her crimes, right? Because they all know what she's in there for at this point. And she's telling all of them who don't actually know the details of the case that it's probably a setup and this isn't right and this isn't right and this isn't. So her working with the trustees gives her a little bit more credibility, or people talk a lot and your reputation in jail is very important.
So I was assuming, and please nobody get offended, I was assuming she's just trying to look good so nobody will make her their B.
That hardly ever happens, let alone in the
Does it?
county jail.
Oh,
Let
that's
alone
right. She's in county. She's still, I keep thinking she's already up in Huntsville.
Yeah, that's not very. I mean, she hasn't been in there that long.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that whole thing is a lot more far-fetched than people realize, especially in prison now. It's a little different, right? Because you're going to be in there for a while. So, I mean, things happen in county jail too, but it's not. No.
Okay.
This is her trying to get in with the mothers, if you will, of the.
I just think when you got so much going on in your world and it's just a little bit after Christmas, maybe be asking what your kids got for Christmas, how the holidays went, did Santa come, did it snow? That's what I would be asking.
But see, the trustees have a lot of respect in the jail, and they don't all have to be like older women. Like a trustee it's usually older inmates because they're more mature, quite frankly, even if it's by a little bit. But they also are basically like the pod bosses as well, right? So if one of the trustees are, putting you in your place or putting anyone, like they kind of run shit. So
okay. I'm just learning so much.
now, and so women aren't separated off as much as men because there's less women in jail.
Right.
And they don't usually stay in there for very long because it's usually not violent crimes more often than not, right? Because if you're in there for a drug charge, you ain't going to be in there that long usually, but not always. It's a big problem.
Right.
I get it. Anytime's a long time. But they probably only have maybe one, maybe two pods for women in this county jail. So, my guess is the trustees are kind of separated, but not like super separated. But
Well, that's what it says it's designed
that's what
for.
advantage she gets.
It's just $20. Just $20.
Well, that's $20 I could use to talk to y'all. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But okay. Okay. I'm going to ask her. Okay. We'll try it, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm still going to ask her just to make sure. But, okay.
Okay. Don't call anybody else, okay?
What?
I'm just saying don't call anybody from your past because it's just not going to be a good deal. If they're running their lips, then they're going to just don't. I'm just saying don't try to call Wade or his mother or anything like that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm not. I've already been instructed not to, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
Trust me, it's been some long nights. You'll understand after the 8th, it looks like. So, just want to text your Canon number, call you answer.
I will, but and that person that called me before, that number doesn't belong to them anymore.
These random people.
I tried to call the mail lady back, and that number doesn't belong to them anymore.
Mail lady.
Okay, well, she might got a new number or phone from Christmas.
I don't know. Like I said, I'll put $20 to see if you can call a different number for her, and that's all I can do.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can do it. How do I call? Is it the same way? How do I?
So. I think, I don't know. I think you're going to be able to pick up the phone, and it's going to just give me, I mean, I'll get it done here in the next 10 minutes, okay? So the next time you pick up the phone, you may be able to call another number, and those minutes go to that other number. Just
Okay. All right. Well, I love you. I'll let you finish working.
no, I'm not working. Just a second. I'm up in here, but I don't.
That's not how it all goes, how it all happens, but okay. Maybe.
Here's what my options are. It says add funds to this inmate's phone account that can be used by the inmate to call any phone number.
Oh, okay.
There it is. But you have to make the phone call. You can't let her have your PIN number.
I know.
You just have to figure out how that works. It's going to be almost the same way. Instead of calling my number, you're going to be able to dial a different number, and the funds are going to go to that number.
Now that doesn't make any sense, but okay.
What you say is they have to take $90 cash to the buy safe for the PR bond. That's what the guy said.
Okay, for the PR bond. Okay, all right.
It's a company that handles the PR bond.
PR bond. Okay. Okay. I'm going to tell her first, and then if she can give me a number, I'll call it.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Yikes. Okay. All right. And then we have one more. It's the last one for today.
Don't worry, April Fool's still. She's in Gatesville now because she's on death row. She's not in Huntsville. So you're safer.
All right. So this is the last one we had to listen to today. This is from January 4th, 2021. Maybe Phyllis is still in there. Maybe she's out. I don't know. But let's see what this one's about.
Thank you. Please remain on the line. Hold for acceptance. Hello. Charges for your call have been accepted.
Hello.
Hey, I got the orders for the final hearing for Emerson in the mail. Miss Jefferson just brought them to me.
Okay, yeah.
Also, I want to say too, a side note here is that also staying in contact with the inmate will give you more information, even though they shouldn't talk much about their case, but you can get more information because her mom's not entitled to any information whatsoever, right? The victims are, right? The victims will get calls from the state and things like that, that you got nobody when you're on the defendant side of things, right? You could maybe talk to their lawyer and she has to sign something saying that.
Oh, there's not a family advocate type thing for them?
They might for this. I don't know. I've never had that experience before, but usually no. And usually the only way you get any information is by talking to the inmate themselves. Sometimes you can talk to their lawyers, but their lawyers cannot tell you very much at all. Now you can sign like it's okay for my lawyer to call mom, all right, but you're not going to get and nor do they have time to talk to that family all the time. All right, they're busy.
Right.
They're busy, but she has to like sign something and all of that. But again, they respectfully can't give out much information. So that could be another reason why, people stay in contact with people.
February 23rd.
Yeah, at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Y'all just...
So it's basically going to say you don't object. So far nobody's objecting. In other words, so that means that they're going to grant us permanent custody of her.
Okay.
So I guess it's permanent.
It gives y'all permanent guardianship of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did you just get one piece of paper?
I got two. I got the one that signed. I got the one from Miss Catherine, and then I got the one that's signed from Robert.
Yeah. Okay.
So I got both of those. Jefferson said they had already sent it over to her, but she wanted to go ahead and bring this one to me so I could keep it.
Do you know if it's going to be a Zoom hearing?
Yeah, it's a Zoom hearing.
All right.
So her mom has permanent custody of the daughter now. Well, Will.
Can you find out if, with me being here, if you can change my name back to Morton for me? Because the court order, there's a court order at Bowie County Courthouse for when I divorced Hunter. So if there's any way that we can, because when I asked one of the jailers, they said that it's possible, and then they were like, then that way, you know, if they write anything, they're putting it in a different name, you know.
What? Why are you worried about changing your name, girl?
So he went back to court and mandated your name be changed back to Morton?
Yeah, like that's what I want to, that's what I'm asking.
No, I'm talking about when you and Hunter divorced.
I didn't have to, when I, in court, it's in the decree, the divorce decree that's on record. He put in there, he gave me the right to go back to my maiden name.
But that's only if you want it, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you say Parker, you possibly could stay, I'm just thinking about Emerson's last name being.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll just see what the future holds.
Right. I don't know that you want to do that right now.
No, but you're right. I didn't think about it that way.
Of course,
you know, so
she wants her last name changed, so when people look her up, she thinks it's going to create some distance, which it certainly does not.
It doesn't, because when I put in her name, Taylor Parker, it also pulled up defendant information, Taylor Morton.
Right, because they list all your aliases.
Yeah.
All of them. Taylor, all of them.
So, like.
And as her mom said, that's one of the kids' last names, it sounds like. So you're not doing.
And why are you worried about that? You're
why are you worried?
Capital murder charge. You're never going to live outside again. Girl, you're on, I mean.
The priority
you're going to get LWOP or death row.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you care what your last name is?
Exactly. Anything to not focus on why she's really there, I guess, huh? But I'm glad her mom was like, no. Think about your fucking kid. How about that? Because they have to live with what you did as well.
And in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
And adopting her, you know, we will change her name.
Yeah.
So
she's not crying over her daughter.
You know, I just think Parker, even though that the majority of people know you as Morton, you know, they know Zachary's your brother, they know, you know, I just. I mean, you know, it really doesn't. I mean, I'd like to change the last name to Zimbabwe if I could, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't. I just.
It doesn't matter, Taylor. Is what she's saying.
We'll just figure out once.
But what I'm trying to understand though is he just gave you permission to change your name back if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not a court.
Which side note? What do you mean they have to give permission for you to change your name?
Yeah.
Is that like a real thing? I
In
don't know.
Texas, I didn't have that problem. I had the option to keep my married name or go back to my maiden name. It wasn't my ex-husband's choice. It was my choice.
Yeah.
So I
Because
don't
that would be
know
wild.
what the price of tea in China that is.
That would be
He doesn't
wild.
own you, and you're going back to your maiden name.
That's what I'm-
Now, I could see why should you be allowed to keep the married name if you don't have a child together, but you have a child together.
But also, it's legally, yes, the court does. That's fucking wild.
No, they don't have to, the court has to give you permission, but not the man.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I wouldn't be surprised if that was still a law somewhere because we all know how that's going. But I'm just like, what? I don't know. I've never been married.
But I'm just sitting here going, why could somebody, because we all know I'm just a simple Texas girl, why in the hell does this matter right now? And why are you wasting phone money that your mother paid to talk to her about changing your last name?
Yeah, I think her mom's very annoyed about this conversation.
Well, I'm annoyed too, Mom.
Mm-hmm. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Order saying that you are no longer Taylor Parker. It is saying that you have permission to change your name back to Morton if you so desire, correct?
Honestly, I don't know how to answer that question. Really.
Okay.
Honestly,
So-
truly, I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know if I should have already changed it, and didn't, or.
Okay, so I think that is something that you need to ask when the attorney comes to see you. You need to ask him if there's any way that he can look up your divorce decree, the Hunter. I mean, they got access to that information. And see if it's mandatory, you change your name.
Okay.
I mean, what? I don't know that it really matters right now, Yeah. And your attorney may say the same thing. But I mean, what are they going to do? Charge you with not changing your name back? What?
Mom, they would charge me with shitting on a fly right now if they could.
Ma'am.
Well, I mean, that's possible.
Literally, that's what it comes down to. I mean, there's another girl that's here, and they literally, just threw some bogus bullshit on her just because they could, just because it makes them look better. Hey, well, we're just tossing this,
Ma'am.
I mean, that's it's like one horrible thing, they'll do anything and whatever. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. They don't give a shit.
Well, Taylor, there's I mean, I think I understand what you're saying, but I don't think you're thinking about that like you should be thinking about that. I mean, it's not just you do one horrible thing and they try to throw the book at you.
And her and Hunter did not have children together.
I mean, her mom is kind of putting her in place. Her mom can't bring herself to say it.
Yeah.
But she was like, nah, honey,
You
no.
need some tough love.
You need to be focusing on the real thing. Like, nobody's trying to set you up. Nobody's like, girl. But I don't think her mom can bring herself to say that, which I understand. How can you? I don't even know.
I didn't realize she had been married twice and divorced twice.
You need to when you see your attorney, you need to find out when they're going to be able to do a psychiatric evaluation, because something is not right here.
Well, that's true.
Well, I found out yesterday that I'm actually due for a bond reduction because I've been here 90 days.
Okay, so ask him about that.
Yeah, I'm going to.
All right.
Yeah, they notified me of that. They were like, every 90 days, you just tell your attorney, and they put in for a bond reduction, and they have to reduce it.
I don't believe they have to reduce it.
They don't have to. They maybe have to consider it, but they don't have to.
So
it is again, I can only speak to here where I am, not Texas, but yes, you are entitled to it. It don't mean you're gonna get shit. Okay. Especially in this case. Now, normally they will, if it again depends on your crime. But Taylor, girl, you have capital fucking murder. All right. Yikes.
Okay. You need to also ask about your mail. I need to get something else in the mail to you because I want them to reject it one more time and let's see what happens.
She's intentionally sending stuff to be rejected.
Keep up with everybody's rejected mail.
Well, so far, Mom says she hasn't received anything back. So that means, but she was not sending it to Shreveport either. I need something to go to Shreveport. Because if you have mail, I mean, they're not giving you a kiosk. So anyway, you need to get ready for him to come see you. You need to review all your. Were you able to dig your pen out? Because I wasn't able. I'm locked down until after the delivery, so it'll just have to go in next week.
No, I got a pencil though, so
okay. We should have more than one. I think I sent you two.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying I have a pencil that I've sharpened, so I'm using it to write.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm going over anything and everything that I can possibly think of.
Yes, Teri. Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Didn't know why it was going to Louisiana. Shreveport's in Louisiana. I'm like, why? So in there, all mail has to go to a processing center in Louisiana. It goes out of state, then they scan it, and the inmates can read it on their tablet.
Yeah.
Things that are contraband or against the rules is rejected and sent back.
Yeah, a lot of places you don't get. Yeah, that's crazy. It goes all the way to Louisiana. I think it should be within the state itself because that runs into a lot of problems. But yeah, inmates do not get mail like in person anymore. Like it's all scanned in. And part of that is because of drug paper. Yes.
What is drug
paper? Yes. Somehow they make sheets of paper and that have like drugs on them that they pass off as just like regular paper.
What?
Look up drug paper. And it'll be like if you break it off, it dissolves in your mouth. It's a thing. It's a thing. That's also why like if you want to send them books, they have to be like wrapped in like it can only come from like Amazon or something like that. It has to be like packaged and everything. But yeah.
Oh wow. It's most of the time LSD.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't remember what drugs it was, but yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Wow. It's a wild area to,
So
you know.
I need to just go on record again. I would not do well in jail.
No.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
I mean,
you need to have a separate page of questions and room to take notes.
did you get my mail for the health commission?
John brought something in yesterday. Yesterday evening, I was in the middle of cooking supper and wrangling the swab child. I told her, I said, look here. please don't say, because it's Nani. And I said, Emerson, if you are in this house and I'm in another room, please come to that room and say whatever you have to say. Because I'm honestly sick of hearing you say Nani. It doesn't matter where she goes. It's like she intentionally goes. She doesn't do it intentionally, but she's not being considerate. All she's got to do is walk into the room I'm in and say whatever it is she needs. Instead, she'll go in her bedroom and then say, hey, Nani, come here. When I'm got my hands in food. So anyway, she was like, oh, okay. And I swear, I honestly think that it never even crossed her mind. She's like, oh, okay. I know. She's just like so absent-minded.
Like her daughter? Like her mother, I mean?
But anyway, do I need to jump up and get that letter?
Do what?
I said, do I need to jump up and get that letter and open it now?
Are you at home?
Yeah, I'm at home. It's Tuesday. I work from home on Tuesday.
Oh, Emerson told me you were going to work today, so I was thinking you were at work.
No, her days were off.
I mean, yeah, see if it's the health commission one, because, I mean, that'll work in my favor. I mean, the health commissioner works for the state, so that could possibly, they could, you know, if doing something for them will help them drop one of these other charges that they're coming at me with. I mean, that's the whole purpose.
Do you even know what you've been charged with?
No, not yet. But I mean, I'm just saying they work for the state. So, I mean.
Can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry, I didn't want to crunch on my fries. You've already been given a $5 million bond and you don't know what the fuck your charges are? Get out of here. Stop the games, Taylor.
I'm like, this is in January. You were arrested in October.
Mm-hmm.
You have already been indicted. You know what you've been charged with.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what they are. And they're just trying to give me bogus.
Unless they're trying to come
charges.
after her for some financial fraud from all that other stuff, maybe. But
probably should have, but I don't know. Am I eating Sour Patch Bites? No, I'm eating fries from the Greek restaurant, which are delicious. But I don't have any tzatziki because I did not order gyros, just fries.
Oh, no tzatziki.
I know.
But yeah. No, I just can't. You're good.
Wow. Yeah, apparently so. It's a nice little drawing.
Oh, never mind. No, that's not it. Those are my drawings. I just, when I was bored. Never mind. Those are my blueprints.
Of what?
I think, I don't, it just depends on which one it is that you got. I mean, I don't know what it should say on there.
Well, why the fuck are you sending me shit I don't need to have?
Well, I just want you to hold on to it.
Oh, okay. Let me give it to Ben?
No, don't give it to Ben. That's my idea. He'll use it. I already know because he wanted to work on it with me when we talked about it. Don't give it to him. Hold on to it. Just put it in a...
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
Okay, well, what time is it?
It is 2:25.
Oh, I thought it was later. God. All right, well, we're going to be terminated in 2 minutes.
Okay, so
I'll
I got to work tomorrow, so I'll talk to you on Thursday, okay?
Okay, well, I'll try to call back this evening to talk to him for a few minutes.
Okay, well, I don't know how much money is on the account.
Well, I'll call from the other one. I got some money on it.
Okay, that way I won't have to put anything until Thursday.
Yeah, there you go. All right, love you, bye.
Okay, all right, love you, bye.
What kind of drawing is a blueprint? What does that even mean?
And it sounds like they're going to design or make something. Bitch, you ain't getting out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you let this other person run with it?
I wonder what it is.
I do
Because
not
mom
know.
did not sound happy about it.
She did not. Is it like a prison break or something?
I don't know. It's weird to call a drawing a blueprint if it's not of a fucking
That's
building,
what I was thinking.
but interesting. Yes, I am going to be coming home for August 3rd. I'm going to get my hair
Oh,
done, hang out with my mom all day.
eat
Talked about it
cheesecake.
this morning. I don't know about that. No, she's just picking me up to go get my hair done, and that's it. I'm not going home for multiple days. Well, those were very interesting. She does not even seem to understand the or I don't want to say understand. She chooses not to.
I think she's in denial.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And her mom, did bring up like, "Are you getting a psych test? Because there's something." And I can see why her mom would be like, "There has to be something wrong," like, right? Because it's so heinous to have your
Right.
child go and do something like that to somebody else's child. You want them to be batshit fucking crazy. And don't get me wrong, Taylor is batshit fucking crazy. The problem is that she's not legally insane in any part of the matter. And so, like, I'm not saying like her mom was trying to use that as like an excuse for her to get off, but I think her mom wants answers just as much, because how do you as a parent handle something like that?
Right.
You could, because Amos and Annie will be with me a few days later. So, could.
Do I need to get on a plane and fly to Ohio in August?
Maybe. We're getting an Airbnb, me and Ames and B and Dan. So, it'll be a fun time.
Dan,
But,
you ever hear this? Bless you. Bless you. Just bless you.
Just bless you. No, it'll be a great week. I'm very excited about it. Right? Yes, you can come. Just come hang out with us.
But this woman, yeah. Now, something I found interesting, the charges were dropped on the civil suit.
Mm.
And I didn't mean to close it. I meant to leave it up. So I'm going to redo it. So Homer had filed charges or filed a civil suit, and for whatever reason, it was dropped with prejudice.
Probably because she got the death penalty.
Because I'm going to pull it back up because it looked like it was against Wade as well. So that's why I'm pulling it up. So here it is. Injury or damage. So it was a civil case that was filed by Homer Hancock in 2022.
Oh, 2 years after. Okay.
Dismissal with prejudice. But it was against Wade Griffin and Taylor Morton and Taylor Parker, against both names, which makes me wonder, did she try to change her name? Because this is the only paper done against both names.
What year was she convicted?
2021, I think.
Really? That quick? No, no way.
No, it was 2022.
Okay. That's quick for a death penalty case.
But she pled guilty, so it never went to trial. So it was just the death penalty part. So maybe that's faster. I don't know. And guys,
mitigating? Maybe.
I'm not going to do anything to find out. I'm going to just be honest. I'm not going to do it.
Well, I want us to go further down this rabbit hole. You can let us know in the comments and whatnot, and we'll find a way to work it in.
FOIA will also tell us how much down the rabbit hole we want to go.
I mean, it could have been dismissed with prejudice for numerous reasons.
Yeah.
So, some not even pertaining to like something Homer did or didn't do. It's a civil thing. It can.
Yeah. Her jury trial was in September of 2022.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's
Jesus.
interesting that they dismissed it, and it has, so that's just interesting.
Yeah. Probably just not worth it at any more points. I mean, it's just nothing's gonna happen.
And it's not like they have money. So what are you going to get out of it besides
Right.
just having to go through the process?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't blame him for trying, but most
No.
do. But also, I don't blame him for dismiss. Like, if whatever happens, you can't really. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So.
But I'll tell you what, I do not like her at all. She is on my list of worst people ever.
Yeah. She's there
Everything
with
about her.
Darlie Routier, who I don't believe should be on death row. Taylor should be on death row.
And in case you didn't know about Taylor, during her trial, she wore a sunflower mask.
She did.
Because Reagan's favorite flower were sunflowers. And this bitch had the fucking audacity to wear that. And it means her lawyers fucking gave it to her. I can't even believe they let that happen. It's unbelievable.
But did they know the reason why?
That's true. Maybe they didn't, but I don't know.
And maybe they found out later.
Maybe. But the audacity of this bitch, I'll tell you what.
Did she have a public defender?
Oh, for sure. For sure. She's death penalty. Yeah. No way. That's a private death penalty attorney. I think it's almost, I don't want to say it's mandatory, but
I just wondered because on here, when you look at it, it just says under attorney, it says retained.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just know a private attorney is very expensive. Death qualified as a whole different expense.
A public defender.
So maybe she had one until they were actually going for the death penalty.
Yeah.
And then they bring a state one on. I don't know if it's no matter what, but usually it's on the state when you're doing death penalty. So I'm sure there are private attorneys that do that as well. Or they could be on retainer from the state too. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like they're qualified with their private attorneys and then the state calls them in. Because one of ours, I can't remember his exact name. He represented George Wagner III. And then he also had represented the guy from Cleveland that had all those women in his house. What was his name? Anthony Soul? Is that guy? But he was a state appointed,
attorney.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the same everywhere. I mean, but chances are you ain't got the money.
Yeah,
for one.
Yeah.
But I would think too, and this is just my opinion, I don't even know if it's true. I feel like if the government's trying to put you to death, then they should probably pay for their defense.
Yeah.
Is my opinion, right? If you're going to take somebody's life, you better, do that. So, and it's very Castro. Thank you. Yes.
Castro.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the other thing I found interesting, you notice she never asked about her son, and she doesn't really ask about her daughter.
No. So I don't think she wanted to have a fucking baby. She never wanted to have a baby. She just uses it as a way to manipulate people into feeling bad for her.
I'm like, I don't know.
hate her.
And if y'all want, and Mom and I can talk about it, there are some recordings of interviews and Wade stuff from TikTok that I've been saving.
Oh.
Or kind of
I'm
tells
definitely
his side.
interested to hear his side of the story, but
So,
I mean,
I'll have
this
to look
happens to
at that.
people all of the time.
Yeah.
There are compulsive liars everywhere. But I don't think you're ever going to think that someone like that is going to end up doing what they've done
Yeah.
over lies. And guess what? They do.
Yeah. And I'm
Usually when they feel
still,
super backed into a corner.
Yeah.
don't know. I
I don't
hope,
know. It's a wild story.
it is a wild story. And I do feel for her children, for Taylor's children, for Reagan's daughter,
Family. And
her whole
Homer and her
family,
mom.
all of them. I don't even know. I don't even know how you heal or move on from what such a horrific thing is, but I
I,
think it was.
I only hope because it's a small town, maybe people are a little bit nicer and kids aren't giving them a hard time, because we hear of other kids whose parents have done things. Kids get bullied at school. Things are happening to the kids. I'm hoping because it's in a small town in Texas, maybe the kids are doing okay.
I hope they're not there no more and somewhere
I mean, I
else.
hope they've
But
gotten
it's not like people can just get up and move,
right.
right? So if they are still there, I mean, it is what it is. But I'll say this: I don't know how her mother handled everything else. So maybe she did other stuff. But based on what we've heard of her so far, it does seem like she's taking care of her daughter. This is more
Mhm.
less about Taylor
Yeah.
than, you know.
Yeah. And her
But I don't know
mom
if that's true. Further on,
did
I don't
find
know.
a thing when her mom was asked if she knew that Taylor was faking this pregnancy. She goes, "Yes, I knew. And I was just letting it play out, never
Mm.
thinking it would go there." So she's probably feeling pretty guilty too.
Oh, but that was what everybody said.
Yeah.
Everybody had no
Yeah.
idea she was going to go do what she did.
Yeah. Because that's the extreme. Like, I'm extra, but that's the extreme.
Mm-hmm. And
So it's
horrific.
sad. And I'm sorry. I know the only thing I read that Taylor may have is a personality disorder. She's very
She probably has
narcissistic.
several.
Very narcissistic. Very entitled. And I don't like her.
Mm-hmm. Not a fan either.
So, but
Well,
I'm glad we
friends,
listened to this all today.
me too. I am. I'm glad after we watched the documentary, we've done a little bit to these interrogations to really see how she kept trying to keep up with this ruse.
And what all the documentary left out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, that's what documentaries, they can't tell the whole stories, but it's
Right.
very fascinating to watch. Horrific that we even had to watch it. But fascinating nonetheless. Again, she's not the only compulsive, pathological liar, whatever you want to call her, to have done something like this either. There have been numerous people who've committed murder because of lies.
Oh, yeah.
Their egos can't take it. But I don't know. I think that's all I got for today. How
That's
about you?
all I've got for today. I am hungry, and we will be back Wednesday or next week?
Probably Wednesday.
Wednesday. I was like, I was thinking
Tomorrow,
it's
Buffy and
Wednesday.
I will be back, though,
Yes.
for Couch Court with Llama, because we have the Owens meeting of creditors bankruptcy hearing tomorrow. I know it came out today, but we were already waiting till tomorrow anyway to cover it because we already had a show planned for today. But I know her and I will be doing that. That's going to be a long day. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes. So
Oh, wow.
it's going to take us, because we were going to do like BAM in
That's
the
going to be
morning
7
and then
hours.
that in the afternoon. And then I was a little distracted during this because I was like, yeah, maybe we just do that one because it's going to take us forever, I'm sure, to get
Well,
through.
I will be watching and supporting,
Right on.
but not
Well,
on
thanks.
camera with you guys.
Well,
But I'm
thanks, everyone.
excited to see it. So thanks, everybody.
Same. All right, friends. Well, until next time, as I always say, go forth and be amazing.
And guys, stay safe and be kind to everybody.
All right. Bye,
Okay.
friends.
Bye, guys.